That pop up there. Shit loud in the background.
Yo.
What up, yo?
What's happening?
We live. That's what's happening.
Let's get it. What's the name of the show, man? I don't even know what the name of the show is.
PseudoKillas fight back.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What we doing, man?
We ain't doing nothing heavy, but we're gonna talk about a lot of ragged ass information spewed over the airways last night on our platform.
You just gonna jump right. Just gonna jump right into it. That's what we gonna do.
Man, there was a lot of raggedy black holes before the universe. The light coming through the black hole.
A lot of atheism going on last night. I heard a lot of atheism, a lot of isms going on last night, man. Niggas.
A lot of atheism hating going on last night. I'm starting to smell it.
I ain't want to say it. Yeah.
Yeah, you know I'm gonna be the one to say it.
What we talking about right now, man? Hold up, man. Hold up. Oh man. Hey, this game is amazes me every day, yo.
Yeah. It's just television. It's just television. It's television.
Hey, they was talking about black holes before the universe?
Yeah.
They was just.
I'm not even gonna Google that.
Before the Corey.
Right, something. They mixed it up. I'm pretty sure they mixed it up.
I'm not even sure if it's a such thing as before the universe.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out. I don't know, man.
I ain't even trying to figure it out.
All I know is the PseudoKillas is on fire. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. You know what I'm saying? To those who's already on this joint, subscribe. Make sure you like the channel. We got that podcast. Shout out to Vance. We got the podcast on deck, Abjuware. Go ahead and subscribe to that. What they talking about, man?
What they talking about, yo? Hold on, let me put the joint in there. Make sure the PseudoKillas get the link, man. Hold on.
Okay, PseudoKillas fight back. I just saw it. Okay.
Yeah. For that show last night, like the views and opinions of those who were talking on the show is not necessarily the views and opinions of the PseudoKillas.
Hey, but you know the title of that show last night was the PseudoKillas. What was it? The PseudoKillas don't agree or some shit.
Yeah.
What was it?
This week, you know, niggas is all over the place with this Egyptian shit.
Oh man, don't get started on the Egyptian shit.
It was the PseudoKillas are not united this week. Last night we was not united on that.
On the shit.
Whatever the hell was going on last night, we was not united on that. This morning.
Last night? No, we weren't even. No, we ain't even talk about the subject we like to talk about the most. You know the subject we like to argue about the most.
I already know.
The Nile Valley Africans.
Man.
The Nile Valley Africans.
Hold up, you're not talking about the Nilotic, right? You're not talking about them Nilotics, right?
Yeah, they there too, ain't they?
He ain't talking about them. He ain't talking about. You talking about my 7 foot homies.
Is we talking about the Mediterraneans or we talking about the Nilotics? What we doing?
Mm-hmm.
What we doing right now?
I'm gonna share the screen though, and we got. Hold on, let's put ourselves on the clock for this shit though.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're gonna beat up all the atheist haters because they hate us.
God damn! Why they want to stick me for my paper? How big you say it? Why they trying to stick me for my paper?
Atheist haters.
Only a white man don't believe that bullshit. That's crazy. Only a white man only a white man can have sense enough not to believe bullshit.
Hey Corey, why they hating on the pseudo killers though, man? That's what I'm trying. We don't hate nobody, man. Like we show
No,
love
no,
to
hey.
everybody, yo.
Nah,
Because they earned it.
it be love. It be, it be love in a certain way. When you was in elementary school, the girl used to hit you. This one girl named
How you gonna?
April. It was April.
It was April.
Hit me. Yeah,
Yeah, you fool.
That's when the females used to hit you when they liked you, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh man, hold up. Go ahead, Corey. I'm with you.
Yeah, but I didn't understand it at first. I'm like, man, because I liked the April too, though. But you know what I'm saying? But April used to hit me, and I'm like, man, damn, what's up with April? But I figured it out later on down the line that April just didn't know how to express herself to me. You know what I'm saying? That she actually, we was only in the first, second grade or something. So but that's how I take it though. You know what I'm saying? I take it like April was hitting. You know what I mean?
So hold on. So hold on. They really like niggas. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? They really.
I thought. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, they need a little attention.
A love shot or whatever. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, all right. I feel you. I understand now, Corey. I feel you. I see what's going on right now. I see what's going on now.
Y'all bananas.
Corey, look, Corey's story just explained it all. I don't even, man, ain't no beef, ain't no nothing. I understand now. This is when April used to hit him. You know what I mean? Yeah. They hit you.
Shout out to April, man. I ain't seen it.
That's cold right there, Corey. I like that, yo. That's cold.
Yeah, so okay. That's some funny shit right there going down in the hood. Hilarious. So I'm gonna go pull up the screen. And first of all, now we started off around here. What? This man. Yeah, got it. Yeah. Black African power was good, was happening, well-organized lie. Defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woo-hoo-wee. Man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's the PseudoKillas on deck. What we come to do, we got to do. What we're going to do, we got to do. Standing tall, standing strong, PseudoKillas on deck. What's up, Concrete Corey? What it do?
Peace. What's happening to the family? Everybody in the chat. And my bad. I'm gaming this shit right now, you know what I mean? But
that nigga clicking them.
It's been a long time.
That nigga working that controller like a motherfucker right now.
Man, I'm getting it in, man. But it's been a long time since I've been down, man.
Oh man.
So
he's shooting hella niggas right now with y'all. Hey.
But yeah, just feeling, feel like getting it in. I appreciate the early show, you know what I'm saying? I like the midnight thing, the midnight train. I can't get on that one, you know what I mean? But everybody already know what it is. A lie make it halfway around the world before the truth get out of bed and get his pants on. Let's get up and get it out,
All right, what's going on with you, Kent? Clark Kent, the building. What it do?
Man, I'm right here and I'm loving what's going on with the PseudoKilla Nation right now, yo. Like we got the crowd going ham. And
got the swarm.
Appreciate
PseudoKilla, baby. PseudoKilla.
Man, listen, my kids in the building, you know what I mean? They back there making noise for the PseudoKilla. But look, hey man, love y'all niggas. Man, let's keep this thing going. Let's keep on goddamn putting out that real science. And whoever hating, man, y'all might as well get on board, yo. It's over.
Hey, man, never forget it, man. Science is undefeated. Fritz, what's going on, man? Straight from the UK. What it do?
Big up everyone. Big up Corey. Big up Kent. Big up Unc. Yeah, just here to hear what's going on. yesterday was terrible.
You was on here yesterday too.
No, I wasn't on live, but I was in the chat room. I was listening to a lot of what was said, but it was ridiculous.
They locked you out, Fitz?
You know what? It was 5 o'clock in the morning over here, so I couldn't get on and really talk. You know, it was I got people here, so I couldn't really chat. So I was just in the chat room.
Yeah, so we gonna clear all that up. So man, y'all know, man, how the PseudoKillas do it, man. We don't have a problem with anybody coming on the platform, and to show how much we don't hate, we'll let you rock all the way out. See, ain't no hate right there, yo. That's love, right? That's love for the community, man. But sometimes some of that bullshit got to get corrected. Y'all just got to know that, man. All right. So first of all, before I beat up the great Asar Hotep, right, I'm gonna go ahead and shout him out real quick, man. I want to share something with y'all, man.
We're standing on the shoulders of the Amaran squad. Peace to
That's all day. That's all day long. That's without a motherfucking doubt. Wouldn't have been to do it without that. Trust me. All right. So right here, this is what we got. It's a document. Okay. Most y'all ain't seen this. I want y'all also go to the Facebook page. Facebook page is called Rethinking the Origins. I get that, but it says Department of Egyptology and Assyriology Workshop, Rethinking the Origins, the Department of Ancient Egyptian and as a branch from the Afro-Asiatic family. Got the question mark there. So first of all, this conference here was held in 2018, I believe, right? And they got the foremost thinkers in linguistics invited to this joint. All right. So let's just read what they want to talk about. They got a research question here. So sometimes we talk shit about people that have developed a research question, like Bill Firebanger, she got the Diops and them, Jean-Claude Mboli, right? And then Asar Hotep, we talk a lot of shit about them, and we don't allow them to do what they doing right here. So this is what they're actually doing. It's a rethinking the origin, Department of Ancient Egyptian as a branch from the Afro-Asiatic. It says, and I quote, is a workshop that seeks to gather world-leading experts on the ancient Egyptian, Semitic, and other Afro-Asiatic languages. It's as well as the historical linguistics in order to discuss as an issue that has never been properly addressed. Oh, so you mean to tell me this whole time the issue has never been properly addressed? You'll hear nuts like, I ain't even gonna say the nut name, bash Brother Asar book as if the shit was over with. You've heard him do it. By the way, this conference is held at Brown's University, I believe. Let me see. The Center for Media Study, Brown's University. Y'all qualifying this shit right now. I done seen niggas talk shit about my man Asar work, yo. Like nonsense. But yet the white boy saying the work ain't been properly done. Huh? Have we not heard this before? Huh? I think we heard this before. Let's keep going. Historical linguistics in order to discuss an issue that has never been properly addressed in such an interdisciplinary environment. What are they saying here? This is what Diops and them did at the Cairo Symposium. Interdisciplinary, using different disciplines to reach a conclusion. This is important. Interdisciplinary environment. It says the real position of ancient Egyptian in the Afro-Asiatic language family. So they still want to keep it in the Afro-Asiatic language family, right? They want to find what's the real position. Well, hell, I thought y'all had the position. So y'all didn't get that right? Now I'm starting to question, like, it should even be in that family. That's an interesting point. It says the workshop aims to explore language-specific questions from the phylogenetical, lexiconal, and morphal things as systratic point of view in order to engage scholars in the linguistic debate. on the origins of the earliest codified languages of Africa. So they talk about Africa. Let me read this again. Get right here. In order to engage scholars, first of all, they still in a debate, and I hope y'all heard that. So when the African throw they hat in the ring, then you get Wikipedia, right? And different people, well, they pseudo. Well, wait a minute. I don't hear you calling these Europeans pseudo. See, the shit ain't even. So we gotta fight to make it even in order to engage in a linguistic debate. So they're gonna debate it. But I mean, I thought it was over with. I thought they got it. I thought Greenberg and them got it right. I thought there was no debate on the subject. That's what the crazy clowns around here make you think. We got nuts making videos, right? Holding up people's books, right? And there's still a linguistic debate on the origin of the earliest codified languages of Africa. I thought that's what D.F.I. Bingham was talking about, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Hold on. Watch this. And Near East, they say the main research question. So they're using the research question here, y'all. The main research question concerns the necessity for a new integral classification. Hold on, for my fault. For a new eternal classification of the Afro-Asiatic languages with respect to the position of ancient Egyptian inside the family, inside this family. So now they want to change the position, huh? They want to argue that. Sounds very familiar. In fact, could pre-Egyptian be, in fact, could pre-Egyptian be the sister rather than the daughter of the Proto-African languages? Let me read this again, y'all. This shit is starting to get on my nerve, yo. How we don't give African scholars and African-American scholars a chance. We run straight to Wikipedia like that's always the authority. No, it's not. It say the main research question concerns necessity for the new, what's this? Eternal classification of the Afro-Asiatic languages with respect to the position of ancient Egyptian inside of the family. In fact, could pre-Egyptian be the sister rather than a daughter of the Proto-Afro-Asiatic languages? So if you go down, scroll down, you got people like Antonio Leprino, University of Basel, right? And this discussion is on how many Afro-Asiatic origins for ancient Egypt. He's saying, man, y'all can't get that together, huh? Dr. Christopher Earp, University of California, Los Angeles, revisiting Afro-Asiatic classification. Oh, but when the son them try to revisit it, yo, they all of a sudden pseudo. When they use African languages to determine what the Egyptian language would be, right? They all of a sudden they still know the fuck they talking about. Well, now we see the white boys is challenging because this is what they do. They never get stuck. Our community gets stuck. This is why I'm showing this example, because we stuck. But see, like the PseudoKillas, man, we learned early in the game. Never be stuck. At any moment, your position should change when you run across better information. If you're not able to change, then you're just religious. They take a lunch break, then you got Dr. John Winnard, University of Legue, understanding the Egyptian lexicon with, then it proves the out comparison. Then you got Dr. Zimut Frisianer, University of Colorado, functioning endocoded in a grammatical system, related lexicon in consideration of generic relation. I don't want to read the rest of that because I don't want to bog it down. But you got about 7 more doctors with the damn conversation. All right? So let this be a warning shot. Never underestimate the power of science, right? Never underestimate Europeans changing their position because they're not stuck like we are. We sometimes get bogged down and stuck in what we believe and what we think we know and how we figure we fucking know it, and then they don't even be saying it. So like we've been having this crazy conversation about the Egyptians, and my stance is that the professionals, qualified professionals, right? They're not even saying what they used to say, that the position has changed. No, it has not changed to say that African Americans are the fucking Egyptians and lived in Egypt. They ain't changed that because that shit's always been false, right? So I just wanted to give Asar a big up, man. Keep fighting, Asar. Don't listen to these niggas, man. They don't do the work. They ain't got the paper and pen to it. They don't know about linguistics. You know what I'm saying? They just following, you know what I mean, what they perceive to be the experts at the time. Now, let's get on Mr. Asar head. Whole lot of trickery going on between Asar and Wuja. All right? Because they all know damn well what we talking about when we say we atheists. Matter of fact, everybody do. It's very simple. We don't believe that shit. You don't got to convince me about how a person was thinking. Because watch this. Even if what Asar is saying, right, about how the Africans had this belief, right, belief, right, or they believed that God was existence, right, we get into this long bogged down argument, the very fact that they believe it, yeah, I'm saying, is a chink in the armor completely. Because we're not working from what we believe or what we assume to be. Just because you assume that God is existence, that doesn't mean that God is existence, right? Then the Wuja backed it up with a whole lot of trickery. Well, you know, God it wasn't really, and all that. No. So the things that Wuja says about Egyptian religion, right? These things could be true. The way he articulates it, the way he says what it is, those things could be rightly true. But this is what he cannot account for. He cannot account for humans walking up and down the Nile, not getting the memo, having different beliefs within a belief, like Christians. My mother didn't believe that Jesus walked on water, but she believed in Jesus, though. How many Christians believe that Jesus actually walked on water? Some will say we don't believe he walked on water, then he came back to life. Then some say I don't believe he died and came back to life, but he's the Son of God. And it's a mixture. There is no one way to be a Christian. There is no one way to believe or to understand or comprehend what people are writing, because that's what human beings do. They write down ideas and social constructs. They write down beliefs and they try to articulate it, but that don't mean a person gonna get it. So we could never sit up here and say, well, the Egyptians didn't believe this. You can have the nigga right next to you, hearing what you're saying, and get this shit all wrong and pass it on to his damn kids. So believing is part of what we are as Homo sapiens sapiens. So that tricky about the atheists, knock it off enough of the atheist shit. Oh, the atheists are silly. How so? Never thought that was silly. Matter of fact, I thought that was reaching a higher level of understanding the world around you. How could that be silly? Now, I'm not personally taking on a fight for all atheists in the world. I'm not doing that. But since you're on the atheist platform talking that shit, then I gotta say what I gotta say.
Man,
check this out, man. Check this out, man. Africans believe like everybody believes, and none of y'all Negro opinions can prove past that. You can only prove that some of the literature is saying that, but even the people reading the goddamn literature might not think that way and believe it. Where's our example? You can read the biblical text. Everybody got an interpretation. So Wuja is giving you an excellent interpretation of what he's thinking they're saying. And I'm gonna give him that because he read that shit like it's water. But if we pull up some shit from certain sources, they're not gonna agree with Wuja. But why would that be? Because that's exactly how it goes. That's how we know Europeans came in fucking this shit up. They came in with their mindset, with their Christianity, and they applied that shit, right, to people in Africa, and they made it the law. So there's room for us to grow and learn about Egyptian ideas and concepts. But as soon as you start talking that heaven shit, and as soon as you start killing people to go to heaven with you, I know it's a damn belief. Knock it off. So it's important for me to be able to express why I don't believe in that shit. I don't believe in that shit because it makes no sense to me. Why would you kill people when you die? For them to go whatever the hell you thought you was going, but based off Wuja said it wasn't going nowhere. It was just a memory. So what about the memory of the people that fucking died? Like, who the fuck gonna remember them? There's a whole bunch of googly gaws.
Hey, I got 2 words, yo, for it. The hustle.
Nah, man. Them niggas got good character, yo. I can't attack them niggas' character like that. I'm not. Because I know they got good character. But they be sliding a little bit.
Hey, look, I be wanting to believe the same thing. I be wanting to believe, yo, hey, hold up. I rock with Wuja and them. You know what I'm saying? I got much respect for Wuja and them just from being around them. Hey, but it smell like a little hustle. It smell like a hustle going on right now. When people coming at the PseudoKillas for attacking pseudo shit, it just smell like hustle. Anytime somebody come at the PseudoKillas, I'm thinking first thing I come to my mind is hustle. I'm just saying.
No.
First thing come to my mind, yo.
No, it's important to stimulate the conversation around atheism. I think that's important for them to challenge that. Like, they don't believe in Islam, Christianity, Judaism. Yeah, they're against the monotheists. Like, I can't knock that. I can't knock that real black atheist thing, baby.
But I'm just saying. Pull back on that a little bit too,
Okay, go ahead. Hold on, Chef. Let me introduce the great chef in the building. What's going on, Chef? What's happening, man? I appreciate your hustle this week, man. You got that shit lit. What's going on, Chef? Now, what it do, man?
Nothing chilling. You know, we gonna try to go live every day and add to the conversation and the information. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at. Whether, you know, right or wrong or studying to get more information, I'm gonna be in the situation with y'all. So
right, facts.
So, you know, y'all can say, all right, well, y'all don't know this or y'all don't know that. Well, we gonna keep pushing anyway. You know what I mean? We're going to get it right one way or the other. All right. But I would say that, and this is just my personal, you know, take on it. I don't personally attack or try to remove or create that type of separation with the monotheistic religions that come out of Western Asia, right? And the reason why is because they've been in Africa for almost as long as they've been in existence. So I'm not going to take away Africans, you know, being genuine, right? And still adding to the conversation and still being knowledgeable about African, but holding a different tradition. Case in point, Sheikh Anta Diop was a Muslim, but his contributions, right, is undeniable, right? John Henry Clark, I know we like to call him an atheist, right? But he gives a lot of credit to the black church that he came out of, a lot. You know what I mean? He said that put him on his journey, that awakened him being a Sunday school teacher. You know, he tells a story about how he wanted to be a Sunday school teacher. And that's what got him to read. And he wanted to be able to create his own lesson plans, right? And put black people into it. And he couldn't find black people. So that became one of his quests. You know what I mean? And he got on the path of trying to, you know, find out who the African was, right? And then is many other African scholars, right, that we would give a lot of respect to, that was entrenched in a European, what we call a European religious philosophy. So I'm not just gonna, act like you can't be genuine, right? Or understand African psychology or anything like that because you practice a monotheistic religion. Like, I'm not gonna go that far. You know what I mean? But that's my 2 cents on it. What, y'all passed out?
Nah, I'm still here, man. I'm trying to be
Okay.
respectful.
Oh,
I had to grab my thing. Yeah, so I think one thing y'all don't do is y'all don't throw no hate. But shit, everybody can't get it. Africans can't get it. Mexicans can't get it. Everybody can't get it.
Say it again.
Shit.
Sipping the tea. As you sip the tea, man. Say it again.
Yeah, everybody can't get it, yo. That's what it is, yo. And I don't show nothing but love. I fuck with everybody, yo. Like, I'm in this thing, yo. I made sure there was a platform to celebrate West Africa. That's why I be wanting to smack the shit out of niggas, yo, when they start talking that, why don't y'all fuck with West Africa shit? I be wanting to strangle their ass through the screen, yo. I gotta stop that shit, yo. I'm like, bitch ass nigga, yo, I built a whole platform dedicated to that, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yo, bleed that, yo, and not by my motherfucking self. So we got whole teams dedicated to West Africa, yo. Matter of fact, 2 teams, Masi, Kofi, Pasai, dedicated to that shit, man. So I ain't the one to be in them types of conversations of who to pick and choose. I've always felt like, yo, that if you're on continental Africa for 10,000 years, I don't give a fuck what you look like, yo. You've been forged, you know what I'm saying, in an environment, you know what I'm saying, traversing with other human beings on a continent for 10,000 years, right? And that should be enough for me to consider that African. The experts call it African. I don't give a fuck if they was black Chinese Africans. Nigga, they African, nigga. Are they the Chinese Africans, then nigga? Then they the Asiatic motherfucking Africans, then nigga. Then they the Levantian Africans, then nigga. But they ain't motherfucking Africans. Simple as that. So that's why I hold that. And I'd be mad as hell when people start saying, well, why they ain't us? Bitch, they don't gotta be us, nigga. What that mean? The South Africans ain't us. None of y'all niggas on the panel or in the chat rooms are South African, but I fucks with the Khoisan. I've been fucking with the Khoisan, yo, for 10 years, yo. Pinnacle Point, Bloom Blanc Days,
but guess what?
Point.
But guess what? That ain't us, right? Khoisan,
no.
Right? So what the fuck? So what's the fucking problem with these niggas, man?
I know what the problem is, yo. It's the European that separated, yo. It's called separate and divide, yo. That's why I ain't gonna never let nobody separate the PseudoKillas, the Kofi, the Masi, the pseudo. I ain't gonna let niggas do that, yo. Never. It's separate, divide. Like we own enough of the fucking track, nigga. Yeah, I'm saying that we might not be in the same motherfucking car, nigga, but I swear to goodness, yo, we on that motherfucking train, yo. Just because you don't see me get that, nigga, I ain't see you get that neither. But I know you riding the fucking train. Yeah. So I ain't gonna never let outside forces separate us, yo. That motherfucker, man, I'm an atheist, yo.
Wu Jai back. He said, is this another attempt to justify atheism?
But look, man, hey, Wu. Shout out to Wu. You know what I'm saying? I've been at one of his classes before, man.
No, he justified that silly ass Egyptian shit, though.
Let me say.
He justified. Wait, yo.
But he gonna jump on the panel. He gonna jump on the panel.
No, let me say this. Let me say something. Let me say something that's funny.
Respect. Go ahead.
Yo, when niggas is up there talking, yo, I could perceive that as being silly, yo.
Facts.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, anything could be silly. This shit ain't personal. You know what I'm saying? If you write, they don't even teach the kids to write in cursive no more. That shit done played out.
Facts.
You feel me? So I'm saying this shit a hobby, yo.
Hey,
that shit is a hobby, yo.
Hey,
it's a hobby. Like, what else is it but a hobby?
Hey, but I just want to make a point that, and I think I heard Cube say it the other day. It's crazy.
Shout out to Cube.
Shout out to Cube, silly as a motherfucker too. Make your mind up, Cube. Silly as a motherfucker.
He crazy.
Calling all the silly niggas
That's
today.
my guy, though. That's my guy. But, you know, atheism.
That's my guy, too, but he's silly. Like, Wu Jai get up here, won't answer a question. That's silly to me.
When the last time we
But on the
respect this
point,
nigga for his work,
Hey, hold
for
on,
his
Corey.
homework.
Corey. Hey, Corey, hold on,
Let Corey
Corey.
get it out, y'all.
let me
Hey,
make
hold
this
on.
point
Okay,
one
go ahead, Corey.
time.
Go ahead, Corey.
Atheism is not a worldview. See, that's the point. That's the point that people ain't understanding. Atheism is a philosophical view. It's a view. It's an understanding of a certain claim. You know what I'm saying? And my worldview is different than my atheism. So my atheism don't frame the way I view the world. That's just, I mean, I'm just not convinced of a God or gods. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is.
Whether it's in Mexico,
Hey,
right.
listen.
My worldview is I have
Hey, look. Hey,
I have a secular humanist worldview. You know what I mean?
Corey, you don't even gotta explain it. You know why? Because niggas like Wu Zhao, my partner, man, I fuck with Wu Zhao, man. He's a cool dude. He's an atheist. You understand what I'm saying? The way we understand it to be, he is that.
He said atheism is a hustle.
But
He's
look,
like a deist.
hold up.
And
He say atheism is a hustle, then you must be
shit, I ain't got.
hold up, you must
I
be
got-
hustling too. Then what, Wu Zhao? Come on now, because you are an American
Peace to the
atheist,
panel.
bro. We not piece of the panel, piece of
He
the chat.
said he
CK
answer
voice.
all questions. Stop lying on him,
Hey, hit the link.
Hit the link, nigga. Hit the link,
So we
nigga.
about to
Watch
cook.
you get up here
We
and
about to
answer
get
the
cooked.
question,
We about
yo.
to
Peace to
get
the
cooked.
panel.
I'm about to
To
cook
the
my
panel.
damn self. You know what I'm
Edric,
saying?
what's up, Sid?
And I got
Hold on,
love.
Real
Sam. The man
black
that
I
did
got
what you
love for
said.
Wu Zhao, yo. That's my
Sam, hold
dog.
on, Sam. Man, a brother of your status, yo, should be waiting for the introduction, man. So
Yeah.
what's good, Cedric? Biochemist, what's good? What it do? What it do? What it do?
Peace.
Real black atheist here. Peace to the panel. Spookism is spookism. Let's get it
Peace.
in.
Yes,
My
sir.
man.
All day.
Let's get it in all day.
Let's
Spookism
be
is
very
spookism. Whether
cordial.
African spookism, Chinese spookism,
Yes,
Indian
sir.
spookism is spookism all
Let's
day.
get it.
Don't give me no jazz. Don't give me no fluff talk.
Let's get
I
it.
don't care what they believe. From the time they believe, the conversation ends there.
No doubt.
Respect.
But we gonna keep the conversation clear.
Yeah, it's fun. I was up
respectful,
till 6 this morning listening to that one.
You sick.
clear,
It's 6 in the morning.
cordial.
I got home at
You mean it?
I got home at 1 o'clock. So
Yo.
I didn't jump on the panel because I thought the show was gonna end. I put my headphones in and I listened straight through to 6 o'clock.
Hold on. What's your island called? Say it again.
St. Martin.
I thought I seen on the news. I thought y'all was over there hitting y'all prime minister in the head with rocks. That was
No, that's St. Vincent.
Oh
That's
yeah,
St.
I said
Vincent.
said them over there
We
tripping.
we have a college level average education on the island, and St.
That's
Vincent
good.
has an 8th grade level average education on the island.
They
The
over there
outcome-
throwing rocks.
The outcome is in their behavior.
Wow.
You see it in the behavior. I ain't pulling no punches. And again, what is at the root of the problem, especially on the islands? Y'all don't see it as much. It's religion. Every one of those folks out there, they were out there because they was opposed to vaccines. And 90% of them, their foundation for their arguments were religious based.
That's like crazy
So,
shit, yo.
Yeah. Spookism is spookism. I don't care where it come from. I don't care if it's eating a man's flesh and drinking his blood or chopping a chicken's head off. Spookism is spookism.
And
It
Cedric
all
coming
down the same road, don't it, Cedric?
Yep. It's human imagination. It's you have to admire the extent of the human imagination that they can come up with these elaborate stories, great pantheons, and
But it's
all
not
these
scientific.
ideas. But from the moment we start to embrace this as if there's any validity to any of it in reality, then we're getting off the right track. Then we're entering into the realm of even assuming that these things that can't be proven are factual. And we could do all the wordplay.
But what if
Black
it's
woman
just
is God and the
existence?
river is God.
Yeah.
Existence. Define existence as God.
Craziness.
Hey yo.
Like
Hey, Wujao in the building. Hold on, Wujao in the
Man,
building.
we see Wujao in the building, man. Let's give such an esteemed guest, yo. A motherfucking, he needs to get introduced too, yo. Yeah, Wujao done put a lot of work in this motherfucker too, yo.
Yeah.
Like, he right there in the trenches with a nigga, yo. I ain't gonna never forget
Hey,
that.
I brought Wujao to the hood.
But on this issue, huh? Let me introduce him, Ken. Come on, Ken.
My bad. I'm just saying.
Hey, man. Great Meta-Nature scholar, supreme. Wujao. What's going on, Wujao? But I'm letting you know, yo, you're on the back end of this one, though, yo. You're on the back end of this one.
You on the fire, though.
Going down.
A piece.
Going down.
Hey,
going down.
Before you go, Wujao, I just want to say the person who
I'm gonna let you finish
the longest. No, the person who known you the longest is the only one on the panel who still can't pronounce your name right, dude. Ain't that a shame? It's crazy. But go ahead, Wujao.
Yeah, that's true. But peace to the panel and peace to the chat. And I'm listening. I tuned in, when y'all saw me in the chat, and I hear, all the talk. But but y'all run at night. But
what?
Listen. When we would kick,
we wide awoke now. No, we wide awoke.
We woke the night though.
You got us in the afternoon, nigga. It's on, nigga.
Hold up. The record is there to show. It's an archive on the video. It's as long as I don't know what, but and it happened twice. Everybody bows out and sleep is for the weak, and y'all weak, and y'all go to sleep. And while we still here, having teaching moments and people getting things out of it. So like I said, I don't run from anything. I answer all questions, and you run from questions because you swear up and down that somebody's trying to trap you. So you go all around the world to try to dodge answering questions to try to pull out your crystal ball out.
Who you talking about, Woo?
That's true. That's true.
Hold on.
You gotta answer Wujao's questions.
I'm talking about
straight out.
You talking about you, Unc?
Yeah, I'm talking about when I'm talking about on the topic of answering questions. Everybody notice, at least with me, when I ask questions, he thinks that I'm gonna try to trap him because knows me. And he knows that I don't ask questions for no reason. So he's like, oh, he's stalling to try to figure out, okay, why is Wujao asking me this question, man? He trying to trap me. He said, I'm not gonna let you do it. And y'all hear him say it. That's why
I definitely heard him say it.
That's why I'm smirking right now. He's like, okay, you got me. That's what he's saying right now. He's like, okay, you got me. So no, but for real, I answer all the questions.
Hey, Woo,
that never happened before.
Until I'll come back because I don't hear him chiming in, right? Hey, Woo, y'all.
Right.
Look, hey, Woo, Jao, you know what we be talking about when we talking about believing in God, right?
No.
Yeah, the Abrahamic God.
Gotta define.
Hold up. So why y'all be trying to play the games, yo? Like we ain't talking about the same thing, bro. You an American atheist, right? Am I correct?
Oh, listen, hold up.
Hold on.
Yes, he not gonna answer
because you going spooky. You going spooky.
Okay,
he's not gonna answer that.
Hey, yes or no, nigga.
Gonna answer that question, Kent.
Listen, I'm not an atheist.
Yes or
no.
American atheist.
I'm not an atheist. American.
And not agnostic. You're an agnostic.
European.
Man, he said he wasn't an atheist. Deal with that, Kent.
I'm gonna deal with it. But I'm gonna go to the second level. Are you an agnostic? Yes or no? American agnostic?
I'm none of those. When we put up this chart,
wow.
I'm none of those. So I want to be crystal
surprised.
Clear. I am not.
Oh, they atheist. Keep telling you, Kent, they not atheists.
Okay. Can't keep trying to make them something they not. You ask the wrong question.
Yo, what the fuck? But you believe in that? You're a creationist? Are you a creationist, Wujao?
But hold up, you gotta let me elaborate.
Just give me that. Are you a creationist, my brother?
Hold up, I'm doing it your way by answering short. But at least let me elaborate.
Okay, creation is yes or no. That's all I'm
making it easy for you, Kent.
No, I'm not.
I'm not a creationist, right?
No, I'm not.
You're an atheist. Boom, we good.
No, I'm not. Now, if you need me to be, then that's cool. But I'm not.
You're not a creationist. You're an atheist. Boom, we good. We're good.
I'm not an atheist.
Good. We good. That's all I want to
do. All right. Hey, Kent, you are a yoga Hindu instructor.
What? I'm not even listening. I'm turning my headphones. I'm taking my headphones off right now.
No,
you ain't gonna hit me with the Wujao pack, yo. I'm not going.
We're good. We're good. You are.
Hey, Wujao, did you see that at the beginning when I put up the thing with the Europeans? It's trying to figure out where he really go.
Oh, you breaking up. I don't know if it's me. Is that me?
Now you good. We can hear you.
Oh, but so Kent, you are an Aboriginal Australian yoga.
I don't know nothing about none of that shit. What you talking about right now?
Right, that's what I'm saying. So if you trying to put some titles on me, I'm gonna put some on you that just makes absolutely no sense. I'm not any of that stuff.
So you're not an agnostic, right?
No, but hold on, let me elaborate though.
Yeah, he not none of that. So go ahead,
okay.
get him, Kent.
No, let me elaborate.
Well, I mean, I thought he was. My bad. Yeah, maybe he's not. That's cool.
Ask him, do he believe in God, yo?
Hey,
that's all you gotta do.
You believe in water, Wujawa?
Hold up, wait. This is you look. If y'all not even gonna let me answer, good,
Go
great.
ahead. Go ahead.
I'm saying, here's the thing. I'm not an atheist.
It was all out yesterday, Woo.
But listen, if I get into a conversation with a Muslim, that Muslim may see me as an atheist because I don't accept their interpretations of their gods and all that other kind of thing, or God, Allah, and everything. So they may call me an atheist. So I understand that. So I would be labeled an atheist by probably a lot of people, but I am not an atheist. I don't subscribe to atheism. I think it's a very limited position it stands to take. So I won't.
Do you pray, Wuja?
Do I pray? No.
Right. You do all the shit we do, yo, talking shit. That's why I'm listening to you.
Oh no, I'm saying.
I listen to you, Wuja.
No, he don't. I don't think he. I don't think he's an atheist. I never thought he was an atheist.
There you go.
I never thought he was neither.
Nothing he ever said made me think he was an atheist.
Exactly. I am not. but here's the thing. It's relative because, like I said, to a Muslim and a Christian, I get into conversations. They would call me an atheist.
Oh yeah.
I don't accept right. So it's relative.
Hello, Wujaru.
Yes. Who's that?
But atheism is not something you subscribe to. It's a position. So
I
it's
don't
not
subscribe to that position. That's the point.
He's talking about for the atheist.
I know.
But
I don't subscribe to the atheistic position.
But you don't. It's not a subscribe to. It's if someone presents that claim to you, you're gonna say, "Where's the evidence?" I reject it. So it's a position. Okay, so it's not something you kind of subscribe to. You're making it sound like it's a religion, something someone subscribes to.
He's an atheist at the end of the day, but he's going to use a different word. Like he's an atheist.
Man, we talking over each other. We can't do that, yo, for the intelligent conversation. We have a download the podcast.
Hold on. He's an atheist as far as we understand it, but he's going to use different words to understand to describe.
Stop, Kent. He's not.
He doesn't believe in deities.
That don't.
Let's
man,
keep it
let the man say who he say he is, Joe.
I know what he is, man, but he's trying to play the game, yo.
I listen.
I know you're not going to do that, Wujao. Come on, man.
I am here to speak for myself. So to the brother,
we don't believe in deities. You don't believe in deities. You don't believe in deities. We don't believe you.
Okay, but look,
we don't believe.
Wait,
I'm with Kent now, Wujao. Kent convinced.
Yeah, we just don't believe you. Yeah, we just don't believe you.
You do not believe in deities, Wujao. Stop it, yo.
Okay, so here's the thing. To the brother Fitz, though, I don't want to misconstrue and to make it sound like I'm saying atheism is a religion or a belief system that somebody subscribes to. So if that's the impression you got from me, then no, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
It is a position that I do not take. So if I word it that way, it probably be palatable to you. I don't take that position. But I'm not saying atheism.
Hey, we're not gonna hold on real quick, Woo. Hey, we're not gonna open the panel up till after the first hour, yo. Y'all let that know all that back and forth, unqualified, don't barely know you shit. That ain't happening. Saying anything, black holes before the universe. We not the Pastor Bennett talked about yabba yabba yabba. Who made what? 13.7 billion years is fucking forever. Last time I checked. God damn it. Swing. And the second half, y'all come on all that googly go. I want clear distinctions made between those who've been putting in the work, right? And those who just googly got, earn your way on that first motherfucking hour. Chef a nice guy. I'm not the nice guy. Woo on this motherfucker because he earned this way on this motherfucker. He can handle his own. I know when a nigga say something, whether I agree with it or not, people gonna learn something. Simple as that. So everybody else, knock it off. I'm gonna put the link when let everybody else flow in a minute, yo. Where we at? Matter of fact, what's the time stamp? I ain't playing.
I don't
How
know.
long we know?
We probably been on about 30 minutes now. I feel
22
good.
All
minutes.
right, y'all got another half an hour before we let everybody else come on. Till y'all start distinguishing. Write a book to get on the panel. I'm joking.
So look, man.
Hey, he dropped the source for that though. So I put it in the back chat.
Okay. But look,
Who you talking about, Wuja?
For the black hole conversation. For the
It ain't in there. You ain't put no.
Oh,
when?
last night.
I put it in the messenger. I put it in the messenger back chat.
Oh, okay.
You mean right now?
Oh yeah, I read it. It was theorized that they heard the hit.
Look, Wu done already got the damn slides.
They didn't theorize that it might be a hypothesis.
Hey, look at the screen. Yo, he got those slides.
Hypothesis, but
hey.
I'm sorry, they're not.
Corey.
Hold on, let Corey talk. Yo, hold on, everybody calm down.
They're not theorizing about before the universe. I can tell you that right now.
You read the article?
No, I didn't read the article.
Ready?
Yeah, check it out.
Send me the article.
It's in the message.
Yeah, they said they found some background radiation that
is not in the motherfucking chat, yo.
No, he's saying in the Facebook chat.
That was before. It was before the Big Bang.
They think that that's what they detecting.
Man, look, let me get that.
It's basically saying that the universe, that this current universe is another manifestation or something of an older universe. Meaning like the universe keep contracting and bursting out, like, and you know what I mean? Like it'll burst out, then it'll contract back, and they saying basically they theorizing that basically they didn't found
big bounce
light
theory.
It's a hypothesis.
Go ahead. Yeah, it's a hypothesis. I said that shit don't even make sense.
It's in the back. I just drop it in the back chat.
I go for that. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
he never said it was a scientific theory. He never said it was a scientific
No,
theory.
he said it wrong, yo. He was arguing with he fucked it up because he was arguing with Pastor Bennett, trying to prove that there was no creator based off of that. So nigga, he didn't already made it true, and it confused people. When I listened
he wasn't trying to prove there was no creator.
He was bananas.
That's what I'm saying. I'm letting you. It's like I can either allow you to build the conversation of a false premise and then beat that up, or I can tell you what the conversation is before you go down that path.
But how about I listen to it though? But how about I listen to it? And I don't need you to direct me on that because I listened to it. How about that though?
Go ahead, tell me what you heard. And I'm gonna tell you
what I heard was him in response to Pastor Bennett. So why would you respond to Pastor Bennett? Watch this with Pastor Bennett's creation, and y'all don't know when the universe started with a non premise. The premise ain't even fucking together like that. Why would you respond to that then like that? Just say, hold on, this is what's going on. They're saying such and such and such and such. It's not it's none of that. He didn't do that. He was fighting with this man with that shit. He was trying to use something that nobody's using. That's all I'm saying, though, Sosa. Work with me, dog. I didn't hear that, yo.
Nobody's using that.
But the thing is, I'm always into that kind of shit right there. Like that's the shit I'm into, though. Like the new shit, the shit that's on the fringes. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's what I said.
I wouldn't mind
Corey should have been on the show. I said Corey.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind in the paper, but they was talking not like it was some type of theory.
Right.
We know theory.
Nah, what he said was that he said scientists. He said clearly. He said, yo. He said it's a new discovery. So I don't want to pass it off like it's a theory or not. But right now, and he said they're theorizing, and like he everything that's in the article was what he said. Yeah, he didn't misrepresent it as a scientific fact or a scientific theory. That's not what he did. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't to prove God existing. It was to show that, and he used a Big Bang. He was showing that there's evidence to believe or to suggest the world started the way it did. and that's why we use it based on evidence. That's what that was the conversation was about. Not whether or
I've
not
heard of the big
God
crunch.
did it
No,
or nothing
I
like
heard
that.
of
That was never the conversation.
Is he talking about the big crunch or is some people refer to it as a bounce, some people refer to it as a crunch, where the world spreads out so far, the universe stretches out so far, right? And then it gets to a point where it starts to collapse back on itself, and then it gets down to that singularity again. And then, obviously that singularity, while it's in that state, is unstable. So you get that expansion again. You know what I'm saying? So it's expanding and contracting. I've heard of a theory like that before. Is that what he's talking about?
I put it in the back chat. It's in this back. I just dropped it inside this back chat.
It is the big crunch. And it's basically a hypothesis. You have many hypotheses on how before the Big Bang started. So you can't.
Yeah, I meant hypothesis. I said theory. My bad. I meant hypothesis. I heard of that hypothesis before. But yeah, it's many. It's many. I only really like
we're not saying it
for me.
We're not.
Go
ahead.
It
might not be true, but it's not. No. There's no evidence for it right now. It could be true.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, nobody's ruling it out or whatever. But I'm thinking the leading thing is the multiverse with the soap bubbles. Y'all ever heard of the soap bubbles?
Of course.
That's my
different
favorite
universes. Every
That's my favorite. I like that one too.
My favorite one right there. You know what I'm saying?
I like that too.
I mean, like we all got, some hypotheses that we like, you know what I'm saying? Or that we just, gravitate to or whatever. But
they thinking that maybe black holes are, the starts of new universes, like inside of them. Like that's a theory. Like
that is a hypothesis. Yeah.
It's a dope concept. I mean, this should be crazy. Like I said, it's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I read that shit all day. It's amazing, but you don't bring that up in a.
Yeah, come on, yo, fighting Pastor Bennett.
Nah.
Oh boy, you gonna tear that up?
No, we stay within the known universe when you're having a discussion. You know what I mean? Like to counter something. You know what I'm saying? So that's just where we try to stay as PseudoKillas. You know what I mean? Now it's all fine and dandy to throw them hypotheses around, bring that paper. I would love to read the paper.
It's in the back chat.
I'm gonna get it. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I got it. So you get the point though, so what I'm saying though, be responsible with it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
well, I'm thinking he
didn't present it as a scientific theory. That's why I said he didn't present it as a scientific theory. He said it's new. He said it's new. It's brand new. So I don't want it to seem like it's the leading theory or nothing right now. But he said, and then he broke down what it was. Like that's responsible. That's how you handle shit. You don't present
in the middle.
Something. I mean, him and Pastor Bennett was having a conversation like it ain't really that deep. Like with Pastor Bennett, like shit ain't that deep, bro. You know what I'm saying? They was having a little back and forth. He was asking for a little shit, but he also said the Big Bang is evidence. Like this shit ain't that deep, bro.
Yeah, he did.
Pastor Bennett's
real sensitive. The PseudoKillas get really, really sensitive when it comes to them cosmos and shit like that. Like we can't be. We don't want to mislead nobody. You know what I mean? And that's just where Unc is at. And I understand that you understand that this brother was responsible about it. But I don't think Unc was convinced of that. So
right, I ain't buying that shit. I ain't buying
That's where it's at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't buying that shit. Let you bring it up in the middle of a battle with Pastor Bennett when he talking about the created universe, and you bring something that ain't even a theory. I'm like, come on, dog. Like, he gonna eat that up, yo. We gonna go back and listen to the show, go pull a notes on that shit, and eat that shit completely up.
The best thing to say to Pastor Bennett is you don't know, and let him have the burden of proof of what he feels the creation is, because we don't know. We don't know what was before the Big Bang. So let's just leave it at that. It's not worth it trying to go back and forth with him. Just leave him with his position.
I agree.
As far as scientific knowledge goes, I mean, as far as scientific knowledge goes, you know what I'm saying? They're big before the Big Bang is not even a thing. You know what I'm saying? So, but go ahead, Brother Cedric. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, at the point, especially in a debate with Christians who have a problem with existing in the unknown. So you end the debate really quickly by saying we don't know.
Yeah.
Now, you explain how your God did it.
Right.
We don't know. So explain how your God did it. And God did it isn't an answer. We deal with how. So go ahead, explain me how your God did it. If you can't, that means you don't know. Conversation ends. We're on equal footing with that's concerned.
I feel you though, Sosa.
I mean, God is you know what a Planck time is. I think a Planck time is what, a billionth of a second. The known universe is down to a billionth of a second. Like, we know what happened after the Planck time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we see that. We can see the leftover radiation. We see the cool pockets and the hotter pockets. And we know, you know what I'm saying? We know how these fluctuations happen on a quantum level. You know what I'm saying? We understand that, you know. We understand how the time-space continuum expands. You know what I'm saying? How the initial expansion was faster than the speed of light. We understand all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when people get to talking, like, bro, we know everything up to the Planck time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even like, these people don't be understanding. And then with this creator and this person is existing and this guy, and we don't really understand. And it gets batshit crazy after a while. You know what I'm saying? When we actually can view the observable universe. I mean, we call it the observable universe, and we can actually understand it. Y'all don't have to hear nobody tell you a story about it. You know what I mean?
Let me ask y'all this.
Go ahead.
I'm going to bust y'all heads.
Hold on. On the YouTube channel, what do hidden users mean?
I don't know.
Watching in the chat.
Is that people that's blocked from the chat?
I don't even know, man. What the hell are you talking about, Chef?
You talking about, Chef?
It say hidden users. I was trying to give Wu Jia a wrench because he was he wanted to post something in the link. I mean, post something.
I blocked that nigga already.
Oh, look for his Wu mastery, yo. He be hitting y'all.
You gotta be an atheist, yo, to get a wrench, yo.
Man, what? We got wrenches already in the building, man. Just give that nigga the link. Don't give him a wrench. God damn, Chef.
I'm trying to let him get his point out.
I bet you won't get a motherfucking wrench. Hey, Chef, I bet you won't get a wrench over there at that motherfucking.
Chef, get a nigga the host and everything, yo.
Y'all not letting the nigga talk.
Man,
let him explain himself in the chat. Y'all talking you didn't call them a damn atheist 20 times.
Wait. No, I don't.
Stop playing.
Wait. I don't
know you, Woo.
No. Hidden users are users that are blocked. But no, I don't need a wrench. I was telling somebody in the chat that they were asking for the definition of atheism, and I was just telling them that I can't post links in the chat because I don't have a wrench. That's all.
Oh. You can post it in the thing, though.
Listen, though. Every definition of atheism doesn't entail all of the nuance to it. So, like, when you get it just depends on what year you got the atheism. You know what I'm saying? Like, what time period? You got to put a time period when you look up the word. You know what I'm saying?
But listen, here's the thing that I started off.
If you don't put the time period, then it's gonna be a rabbit hole. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so when I popped on here yesterday, Cube was talking about atheism, and he was trying to address what Asar was saying. And I offered a suggestion. I do it every time, and it never happens. I was saying, because of what you just said, Corey, because a lot of people have different ideas of what atheism is, then when you guys talk about atheism, it's best to start off with a working definition that will govern the conversation. I don't know why that's so hard to understand. That's all I was. That's
Yeah, it's hard for me to understand, Wuja, because every time you come up with definition, you'll move the motherfucking goalpost somewhere to another.
No, but
and that's horrible, yo.
I don't have to be the one to give the definition. All I'm saying
But
is
I'm
that
saying they don't gotta. If you mention anything that's outside of, watch this, anything mentioned outside of natural phenomenon, to me, I'm anti that bullshit right there. Because you can only explain the world through the natural world.
See what you just did? Wait. What you just did was provide a definition of
So
atheism.
now you got it. I want to give you that.
Are you that though, Boo?
Dang,
Yes or no?
gosh.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
No, I wasn't finished.
He's
first.
not an atheist. You're not gonna get him to say.
Right? Don't let that man. You can't. You gotta
no
make a
way.
person
If
say.
he don't admit that, then he
I'm
faking
just
right
gonna
now.
tell you this, Ken.
Hold on.
He's
If he
never
don't,
gonna tell you that he's an atheist.
if he don't admit what Ong just said just now, then
You
he
can
faking.
just not believe something and just be a non-believer, yo. Damn me, you gotta say you're atheist, though, right?
It's a lack of listening. It's just a lack of listening. So, what you just did,
Go ahead, bro.
what you just did was what I just said, without just conceding to what I'm saying should be done. Like the best thing to do is to define a key term such as atheism before you talk about it. So you, if that's what you're defining it as, and everybody in the conversation agrees to it,
No, that's between you and Unc.
Wait.
Unc gave you his definition. Now you got to deal with his definition. Go.
Yeah, y'all can have a conversation.
Let me just make my point, though. I'm saying when a group of people are talking about atheism and gonna chime in on the discussion, you have to agree on the governing definition of it. Because if I come to the table with a totally different definition and I run my mouth and then somebody else has a different one, then the conversation's not gonna go anywhere. It's just stupid. It's just a waste of time.
But so, now we have a definition to work
so does
with.
everybody agree with it? Right.
No, that is it ain't about everybody. This is about Unc.
Yes, it is.
If
we're having a conversation, we gotta have
we
one
can
definition.
Stay out of it. Unc can defend his own definition.
Okay, so you want to do the one-on-one?
Yeah, but everybody don't have to agree with Unc's definition for you to be able to have a exchange with him.
He might be a nihilist. He might be a nihilist, yo.
Wajaru.
One-on-one
the difference is, you see, Wajaru.
But I'm saying, don't listen. Hold up, 1 second. The one-on-one is fine. I'm not saying anything bad about that. But I'm saying if there's going to be a panel discussion about something, you that's just retarded not to have an understanding of a definition.
We understand Unc's definition. He gave us an understanding of his definition. Now,
can everybody agree with that? Hold on, can everybody agree with that though?
Yeah, we don't have to
bring outside the natural phenomenon.
No, I agree with it. Can everybody agree with what?
You may not.
Why we gotta get bogged down?
Hold on, y'all.
Now we ain't gonna bog because you gotta cut the conversation when it get bogged down. We're gonna start doing that.
Let's keep it organized.
Let's move that shit forward, yo.
Hey, Aunt, can everybody agree with what?
That if it ain't natural phenomenon with science measures, right? Then I'm not fucking with it. That's where I'm at with it. That's what I call spooky. When you go out of the natural phenomenon, right? Then that's probably like, yo, knock it off. Right? Or tell the truth about it. Say it's philosophy or something. Then I'm gonna fuck with you again because I love African philosophy. I enjoy Greek philosophy, the way they do it. Philosopher, expression of the essence of the divine, heaven, humans. Best fucking philosophy, dog.
So what? Say your definition over again.
Anything outside of natural phenomenon that's measured by science, that can be measured by science and the scientific method, just period. Like natural shit that occurs in nature. Simple as that.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like anything outside of that, you either philosophy, right? Or you just fucking spooked out.
All right, so
there ain't no in between on that. That's a good one.
Wuja, do you get his
nature?
Yeah, I get it.
You get his definition.
Yeah, I get it. So I get it. I got it the first time he said it. All I'm saying is you don't have to subscribe to it as your own definition, but in a conversation, you have to know to allow that to govern the conversation. So right now, I'm not an atheist. But I understand what Unc just said. And so if the conversation is gonna move forward, then I'm gonna keep that in mind every time atheism comes up, that's what's meant. That's all that is.
Yeah,
I have a question.
So you don't have no
hold on.
pushback with Unc's definition.
No, I ain't got
How
pushback.
can I?
No, I'm talking about Wuja.
How can I? Because I'm
Okay.
But when I gave them saying
conversation, I'm gonna allow that definition to govern the conversation that I have with
But
Can I add?
Wujaru,
Yep.
you see that definition of atheism is an elaborated version of atheism. If we're going to deal with the right terminology in atheism, then that is expanded on. Atheism, just as we should define it, is just the rejection of theism. That's how we should really.
But you don't direct that to me. You're supposed to direct that to Unc.
Hey, Wu, when I asked Sean that same question, though,
Provided the definition.
My bad, Wuja. I ain't mean to cut you off, bro. When I asked Mossy Warrior Clan, Sean and Sutek that same question, they said, yes, we are American atheists, right?
That's them, though.
Hold up. And I asked Wuja the same question. So you pretty much disagree with what Sean and Sutek are saying that they are at this point.
Yeah, I'm not them. I'm not them.
So you're not nothing with Sean and Sutek is as far as atheism go.
Right. Oh man, but you should have asked him what he is, though, yo.
So what are you? What are you, my brother?
Right, that's the best thing to do.
Hold on, what are you, my brother?
I never heard this.
I'm none of the above.
I know. What are you, though? Who? Come on, answer the question. Stop.
They didn't ask you what you wasn't.
They
didn't ask you what you wasn't. They asked you what was
as far as atheism.
See, started.
Okay, so my standpoint on atheism, and
no, we're not talking about atheism no more, bro. We asking you, what's your viewpoint? Yeah, where do you stand at? So if we atheists, right? We don't believe that shit, niggas. Then where would you fit at? Where you fit? Because you don't believe that. You don't believe that. You don't believe Jesus walked on water.
How did the universe come into being?
I don't.
How did the universe come into being, Wujawu?
Y'all didn't ask them 3 questions.
Yeah, y'all are trying to.
We asked you the one question, yo. You ain't answering.
Y'all ain't give them a chance to.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's the one question, or am I answering 3 different ones? Nuance.
No, answer the one question.
My bad. We just doing you how.
So what do you consider yourself? What do you consider yourself?
We just doing you how you do us, Wujao. My bad. Go ahead with one question, yo.
I consider myself a scientist. Man, it got quiet, boy.
Okay, what is that?
Don't ask me what is a scientist, boy.
Y'all be having different fucking definitions for everything, man. What is a scientist in the African culture, bro? Come on, man.
I am a
scientist. You consider yourself a scientist, yo. That's enough, yo.
I am a scientist.
What is your belief?
It's a different definition according to him, though.
No, but now I have a question. Wait. I have a question.
And an atheist.
Yeah, go ahead. You got a chance to ask a question. Go ahead.
I have a question. I have a chart on my screen, right? I want to know where do each one of you feel that you fit in, if any of these things on here. Where do you fit in? Where do you find yourself, if at all? So I'm
at least like 3 of them. I fit in like 3 different boxes on there. I've been ready.
I fluctuate. Yep. Depending on the conversation. If I'm talking with Ben and Wu John and Hassan and we kicking it, I'm saying I'm gonna listen to this shit and like the way you kick that shit. I ain't going, as long as you don't try to move that shit to making the unity. You know what I mean? We cool. I'm cool. So I'm good.
I'm saying I'm
probably between agnostic and atheism, yo. I'm right there in between in that merger, right there in the line. I'm on the line with that.
No, but which one? Because they break it down into strong agnosticism.
But there's no rule that says you have to be one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in between.
No, I'm between what though? I'm trying to figure
atheism and agnosticism.
No, I know, right?
Pin Wuja screen.
Okay, so you're in between. So
how you pin the screen, yo?
You click his name and then you go to the boxes and it's gonna say pin.
Oh, okay. All right.
Or you can say spotlight for everyone. It'll do it. So but okay, so Kent, you were saying that you're in between a weak atheism and strong agnosticism, because you're in this line right here. If based on what you just said, right? Did we lose him?
No, we right.
Him, Kent. I don't hear him.
My bad. You hear me?
Oh no, yeah, I hear you now. Sorry. So I'm saying You're right here. You're
I'm right in between. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not. I'm
You
humble
removed the
enough.
You got
pen.
an arrow on that motherfucker.
you're right here.
Remove the
He
pen
good.
again.
Man, he
It
good
ain't
with
work?
this shit. Yeah, I see the arrow.
Huh?
I'm right there.
Yeah, right there. So let's read it. So the existence of gods are unlikely. So I'm willing to say I don't believe in any gods. And then in between, I have no idea if a God exists. It is unknowable. So you're in between
Right
that.
there. Right there.
Okay, cool. See how easy that is? So Kent, that's Kent's position. That's cool. Ain't no problem with that. So Unc, where you at?
They ain't got it on the chart. You gotta have. I don't believe that shit on that. They don't got it.
Now that's the top atheist in the shop. That's at the very top,
Hold on. Where was you at, Wujaru?
That's at the very top,
I had to walk away again, y'all. Where was you at on the chart, Wujaru?
Hey, where you at, Wuja?
He trying to get out of that, right?
Yeah, where you at on the chart?
Because I never. That was
That's
the
what we want to
That's
know.
the trick. That's the trick, yo.
That's the trick bag. Where you at?
Hey, Woo, where you at on there, yo?
I'm not on the chart at all.
Oh yeah, see me neither.
Wow.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither, Woo. They ain't got my category on there neither. I'm with you.
Right. I'm not on the chart at all.
I'm with you. Me neither.
Wow.
Okay, so you can be off the chart in two ways: off the bottom of the chart or off the top of the chart. Which one are you?
Man,
off?
that nigga got a whole nother chart. He got a
No.
whole nother slide, yo.
I'm off the chart. I'm off the chart on the left. I'm
on the left.
I'm
Okay.
way over here. I'm not.
You ain't on the bottom or the top.
I'm way over here.
You didn't exit out of the chart.
Hey, yo.
From the bottom or you exit out from the top.
I have exit stage left. I have exit stage left. That's
the hustle, yo.
I want to make a little observation. Me, myself,
Joe
I'm
in
an
the white,
atheist.
yo. He in the white.
I'm an atheist and a scientist. So when you answer the question, you're a scientist, how does that coexist with your atheism with regards to the question of atheism?
Good question, Cedric.
No, they didn't ask me about atheism.
We did.
It was specific. Nope. It was.
That's what it was about.
No. It was specifically. No, listen. It was specifically. What am I? When I tried to
theism or atheism, that was the conversation.
Right, that's what we was kind of talking. Come on, we don't do it.
It wasn't kind of talking about. That's what we were talking about.
That was the conversation. See, that's the game you play right there. Come on.
Who the one who getting interrupted now?
Can I answer? So listen.
You in the white. You over in the white section, right? They don't even describe nothing what you is, right?
Hey, Definitely trying to scold us. Hold on.
Okay, so listen.
Definitely trying to scold us, man, because his tolerance for bullshit is more than ours.
Yo, he over in the white with there ain't no lines. It's just in the white in the background. He in the background.
Got a higher tolerance for bullshit than we do. He scolded us, man. He tried to scold us for that.
My bad. Let me get myself back together. All right, go ahead, Wuja. Go ahead and tell us how nothing applies to you and everything. Go ahead.
So listen. Unc asked me, and y'all wanted to ask me, what am I? And when I answered, I said, in regards to atheism. As soon as I said that, regards to atheism, Unc said, no. What are you?
I must have heard you wrong.
So I was stopped.
Okay, that's fine. In regards to atheism, Right.
In regards to atheism, this is the answer, Cedric. I am not an atheist. And my position and my stance on atheism is that it is very limited to the Abrahamic traditions. And I said,
come on, Ken.
Man, and I said that I understand that people in those traditions and systems, they would label me as an atheist, but I do not consider myself an atheist. But that's what they would label, because I don't subscribe, accept, or anything about their views of their gods.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
What are you?
But
Hold up, Cedric. What are you?
For the fourth time, a scientist.
I'm talking about on this board. So you're not on this board at all.
Oh, right. I already answered that too. I said no.
You're not on this board. So you know
what? When I answer, I'm not joking. Like y'all.
Can we have this continue?
Y'all be doing laugh and giggles.
Okay.
So let's get.
So you don't have to repeat the questions, because I be serious when I
understood.
Okay.
Okay.
So you put this up here.
An gave a definition just now, which also included other forms of religion which were not predominantly or the form of atheism that we subscribe to is not specifically geared to the three monotheistic religions. It is geared to any and all things outside of nature. So, with regards to that position with atheism, because you referred to a form of atheism that we don't subscribe to, we had a working definition. So
No,
now you went back to a definition that we are not using.
No, wait. Only Unc had that definition. When I tried.
No, we agreed. We agreed. I agreed.
No, you didn't. You didn't. Sheffrin didn't. And Sheffrin like, nah, that's you and Unc. So come on.
And I agree.
And Cedric saying he agreed with Unc's position.
Okay, so he's
willing to have a conversation with you.
Okay, right. So I'm saying all right, that's cool. So you and Unc share the same definition. All right, so what's your question to me in regards to that?
Now, when you describe why you wouldn't consider yourself an atheist, you focused on the three monotheistic religions.
Right.
Now, the scope of atheism as a working definition right now is far broader than that. So how can you define you're not an atheist by focusing on the three monotheistic religions when we obviously include all spookism?
Okay.
African, Asian, Indian.
Man.
That's what I'm talking about when you got to put a date on the
right.
When you're looking up a word, you need to bring
Corey,
a date.
I think Cedric got him. I
Wait,
think Cedric got him.
Go ahead.
That was powerful. That was powerful.
You said what I'm saying. Go ahead. Say it.
No.
You got it.
Okay, so
all right, don't cut him off. I bet you $5 you don't got Woo. Yo, he the master slip and slide.
Got him, yo. He got him.
Powerful.
Man, listen, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna answer. So Cedric, since Unc provided us with a definition, and if I'm gonna use that definition to govern the conversation, according to what Unc said, atheism is, I do not subscribe to anything that is outside of nature. And if that's equal to what Unc said atheism is, then by Unc's definition, I am an atheist.
Got him.
Oh, there you go. And we done.
Hold on, y'all gonna tell me I'm right or not? Y'all ain't gonna give me my props? Y'all gonna
Yeah, you was right all along. You
gonna give me
seen
my
the
flowers?
bullshit a mile away, Kent. I'm gonna give you your
Oh, listen.
Y'all not going, no,
It ain't no more
nothing
listening,
else.
Woo. You
You don't even want to
already
hit nothing
No,
else.
listen to what I'm saying. Well, I wasn't
you
finished.
submitted.
I
No,
wasn't
we not gonna
finished.
let
I
you
wasn't
do
finished.
nothing else.
Going
Woo.
about it the
I
wrong way.
wasn't.
Nah, Woo.
No, I
We
wasn't finished.
understand.
I ain't gonna let you get you. Hey, Woo, I'm not gonna let him get you. Woo. I got you back
They
on
know he
this.
submitted.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Wait a second.
We can move on.
ladies and gentlemen,
We
we
finally
have an
can
answer.
move on.
Good
God
gracious.
damn it. We have an answer, god damn it, ladies and gentlemen.
Gracious. Good
Wu
gracious.
Jao with the atheist. Give my man's a hand.
But wait a minute. So here's the thing. So you see how easy that is? So notice what
You
happened.
could have been said that though. You
No,
could have been just
listen.
said you was an atheist, bro. Like we wouldn't go.
No, you
No, he
can't.
said it has to be defined. No, he's very exact on what he says. Hold on for a minute. So he's basically saying by the time he go to Egypt, then I talk about things outside of nature. So he's not going against that. I already know where it's at. I'm like 10 steps with Woo. I'm with where he at. I bet you that's where he at with that. Right or wrong, Woo Jao?
He don't believe in that Egyptian madness.
I'm right
Yes,
here.
you
I
do.
can speak. Listen, if y'all allow me to speak, I could.
Hey, Woo Jao, are you? I'm right in what I'm saying, right? Correct? Because the way you teach how they're not talking about nothing outside of nature. Am I correct?
Right.
Oh, man.
But here's the thing. But here's the
All
thing.
Just went back
Wait.
over the.
But listen.
Man, I got my answer. Y'all can have the rest of that shit. I got my answer.
But listen.
Hey, look, Woo, I fuck with you, Woo, man. You know we brothers.
Right.
From,
But listen,
you know what I mean?
what I just said is nothing new. I say this all the time. And the whole thing is that here's the thing. Unc's definition of atheism, the whole panel didn't agree with it. Only Cedric and Unc, as far as I know right now. And so under that definition, I would fit that definition because I don't think of anything outside of nature. Nothing outside of nature exists. Nothing exists outside of existence, which is nature itself. So if that's your definition of atheism, then you got to understand that definition is not the definition that other people subscribe to.
I don't know why. Shit.
You got to understand that.
I don't see why
People
not.
like people like who? The people that study Africa, which is
Okay,
like
so
1% of the fucking community.
No, I'm saying
It's not the
Come on,
1800 definition. Y'all
Listen,
agreed
listen.
that. It's not the 1800 definition.
No. Hey,
Yeah.
Okay, the journal that you use is 23 pages. In that definition, it's a 23-page
Mm-hmm.
treatment on the definition of atheism. In that 23 pages of definitions, does anything match what you just said?
No, it's just talking about the monotheists.
Okay, so my point is made. What I'm saying is that the definition of atheism must be defined for any conversation. Unc did it, and y'all agreed to it. So by that definition, there's a whole lot of people who are atheists that wouldn't call themselves atheists according to your definition. And it's no different than I'm an atheist to a Christian right now. But again, I don't consider myself an atheist. So I can be an atheist to you all. That's not a problem. Never been a problem. It's never been a problem. So Ken,
we're good with
that wasn't a problem. I don't
it wasn't a problem, but yo, Wu, do you practice African culture right now?
I'm an American. I practice American culture.
You practice American culture. Great. So according to American culture, would you be considered an atheist, brother?
To Christians, Muslims, and Jews, yes, brother.
American culture, man. We just gonna keep
American culture, not just to the. See, that's the thing.
Come on, like I got him. That is wet right there. Where is that? I ain't even got to go no further than that. He said,
I'm gonna put.
We know. Hold on. It's all about communication. We know what we're talking about, right?
Listen, though.
Go ahead,
Listen,
Corey. My bad, bro.
Hey, Kent, though. Listen, nobody in 2021 thinks of only the 3 monotheistic religions when they say atheism.
The 23 page, that
was written. I don't know when that
was not that long ago. Was not that long ago. So if you don't know, then you don't know if it was written in 2021.
Atheist is not going to ascribe to no gods.
But listen,
whether it's the monotheistic gods or anybody else gods.
It's very unscientific to pretend to know when a paper is written and then say it wasn't. You do not know if it was written in 2021.
Something that was written in 2021 that's referring to atheism, and we only talking about the 3 monotheistic religions. Like nobody does that anymore. That's like 93 shit.
I reject that paper. I reject that paper.
Okay, so Corey, everything that you cite must be 2021. Am I to take that?
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
That's why I'm asking.
We saying we reject that paper's definition.
I'm asking.
If that's that paper's definition of atheism, we reject it.
What I'm saying.
Don't say we, Jeffrey. Say you, because I don't want you to speak for because that's what happens. You'll say we right now, but then somebody else will come 10 minutes later and say, I didn't agree with what Sheffrin said.
I'm confident enough to say that everybody on the panel, besides you and Unc, I might agree to that definition of atheism.
I might be a little bit more nuanced with that.
What you say, Chef?
I said that you and Wu Jai are the only two that will agree, that might agree to that definition of atheism according to that 23-page paper.
But I explained why.
I agree.
I use that, because I always, I'm not mad at that.
Okay, so that's 4 people.
There's nothing wrong with the paper.
Right.
There's nothing wrong.
I wouldn't say it's outdated. I say that you can.
That paper wrong as hell.
Man, I ain't even looking at it. Man, I know what time it is.
Chef.
So again, Sheffrin, all I was saying was, you see what just happened? That's all I was saying. I was saying that's it's best just to speak for yourself. That's all.
That paper wrong. Go ahead.
I think we reached a good plateau. So I must concede that you should define. You know what I'm saying? You should define what you're talking about. That way ain't no slippery slope around this motherfucker. So I can agree with that. I conceded that immediately. But so I explained why I used that, because I'm saying I never wanted to push my hardline stance, right, on a bunch of brothers that I needed, you know what I'm saying, in completing the mission that we was on to teach people about Africa. So you're a hypocrite if you teach people about Africa and don't allow them to experience African religion. Like, that's a bunch of malarkey, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog. Like, we should be able to experience African religion. I did sacrifices and I realized this shit ain't do nothing. So I was cool. I wanted to see first. You know how we called on Jesus and shit ain't working? Okay, we won't do that no more. So that's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I never felt like nothing was wrong with that. I don't think there's nothing wrong with people practicing spirituality. Like, you got Ben, he's actually a priest. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I mean, I applaud that. I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not for me.
Yeah, but you gave a definition, right?
Yeah, my definition, anything, if you think you can throw a rock or a bone or read somebody's mind and all that, no matter what culture is in, I'm not rocking with that.
Right, and that's what the majority of atheists feel. So
Yeah,
that paper is inaccurate.
No, you can't say it because you got
too
the paper in front of
limited.
you.
Wait.
No, but you got to
wait, hold up.
That paper's definition is too limited.
Hold up.
It just limit atheism to the monotheistic religions.
Wait. But see, this hold up. But this is the thing, Sheffrin. Have you read the paper?
Yeah,
y'all gave the definition.
No, Sheffrin.
Y'all gave the summary. If that was the summary, I disagree.
My question is very clear. Have you read the paper?
No,
yes,
but y'all gave.
Okay,
so y'all saying y'all did a poor job explaining.
I'm not gonna let you get past that. Hold up. It is
come on, yo. Did y'all not give the synopsis of the definition that was given in that paper?
No. So it is unscientific.
So y'all didn't.
Listen. When it comes to vaccines and stuff like that, y'all be hard pressed. Wait a minute, y'all be hard pressed for people to read the whole thing, to make sure you read and stuff like that. So don't be a hypocrite and not read.
I'm done. I'm going on mute. I'm done. Because either y'all gave the definition that was given in that paper, or y'all didn't.
Okay, so go on mute and let me speak for a second. So here's the thing. When
I ain't talking no damn.
Okay, listen. When it comes, hold up, I'll make a point. When it comes to people presenting genomic data about Egyptian mummies or something like that, and how people will take one paragraph and present it, that's not enough. You make sure you tell people to read the whole thing. We go through the whole thing. But when it comes to this right here, all of a sudden, nobody read something, and everybody got so much to say.
No, I took y'all definition. Y'all said that was the definition out of the paper.
That's retarded.
No, but I'm going off of what y'all said.
But here's the point. You have not read it, so you can't speak to it.
Yo, if that's what y'all said is saying,
so
then
it ain't saying that atheism is only dealing with the three monotheistic.
Exactly. See, that's why I asked you, have you read it? It's 23 pages. It's 23 pages.
Oh my God.
It's 23 pages. If you haven't read it, at the very least, you could be like, all right, well, I'm gonna check it out. Am I tripping? Is that a problem?
Yes, y'all tripping.
I don't want to check it out because the paper is outdated, obviously.
Okay, so you all
made it outdated.
Can you give me a date on the paper? Can you at least give me the date on the paper?
Okay, I'll give you the date on the paper.
So I
don't know damn well.
I gotta assume that y'all either lying about the paper, right? Or I'm taking face value if y'all say this is the definition. It was this is what they came up with, that atheism is only in accordance with the monotheistic religion. So that was the definition that we was going off of.
Hey, do y'all want to read it? Y'all want to read it?
Let Fitz say something, because Fitz been trying to ask me something.
How long we been streaming, y'all? How long we been streaming?
Hold on, go ahead, Fitz.
The difference is when they say that's the definition, remember it's a subjective definition, it's a position we're holding. So it can be elaborated on like Unc did.
Right.
It's been elaborated on now, but they have to go with the fundamentals. The fundamentals is that the first time we get atheism is because it's against the theists. So this is where they build their definition off. But now if you read the paper, they encompass a lot of different things as well. So it's not wrong. It's right. We all agree.
Right?
Perfectly said. Thank you.
So what's the disagreement?
No.
Are y'all disagreeing with what I said? Like, what the fuck?
Actually, that was in BC times, right? Ain't that the date on that fits? BC times when you first get atheism?
I don't think that early, but yeah, it comes a bit
or
after,
early AD.
Y'all
early
nuts.
AD.
I'm out of here. I'm gone. This shit crazy.
Early first century. How about that? Is that good? Is that fair? Can we say at least early first century?
You have to have theism before you can have atheism. It just won't work that way.
The first time it appears is right. You got to be Christians for it to show up. So yeah, right around that time frame.
Right around first century. That's all I'm
Yeah.
trying to get the answer. I'm just trying to get the dating right. That's all.
Nah. You got to
So
agree.
now listen. Look, hold on.
Hey,
So
you
we are
got to get your
talking about.
atheism crew together, man.
Hold on.
You got to get your atheism crew together, man. You got to get them on the same page.
No, nobody's. This is not a.
Hold on, Woo. You part of the atheism crew? What you
Not
talking
the
about, man? Come on, man.
No,
You right here
As
with
for
us,
our
bro.
definition,
That's
which
not-
I'm
you
just
right
saying.
here
Hey,
with
Let's
us.
not act like we don't
Hey,
believe the same
hold
thing, bro.
on.
Come on.
Hey,
now.
get your crew
That's
together.
Hold on, man. Hold on, man. I gotta pull a Garfield. Hold on, man.
Hey, get your atheism
He say
together, man.
Man, he was 8 years before I met them.
Garfield,
Yo.
where you at when I need you, man? Shout out to the dad. Wow, man. Shout out to Garfield.
Hey, get your
Hey,
folks
but
together, man.
listen to this though. So we know what Fitz explained, and he explained very well. I understood that, right? But he's talking about first century. We're in the 21st century now. So nobody uses it that way that they used it in first century AD. Nobody uses it that way. So we're in the 21st century, and we all on this panel, whether we fake it and lie to everybody or not, because we all know what the real. When we say atheism, we understand what they talking about for the most part. Now it's always a little nuance, but for the most part, we understand we using the 2021 version of it, right?
I agree.
That's all I'm saying. Let's
this
just
point,
that real.
at this point,
that way we
when
can go
atheists,
in rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like the
If
conversation
I gotta read a
goes
23,
way left.
if I gotta
keep
read a
that.
23-page paper to know what an atheist is, I'm gonna just make some shit up. Just call myself that. I ain't gonna do it.
listen, I'm
Yeah.
saying when you look at what
I get the
atheists
anti-read
debate
sentiment
nowadays,
from atheists
they
now.
debate.
I get the anti-read.
That was another shot. That's like 4 shots. But go ahead.
Hindus.
He got one more left, Corey. We're gonna bash him up. He got one more left.
I get the anti-reader sentiment from you guys, man. But
anyway, let me show y'all this real quick. Let's move on.
But it's actually true because that's what because Sheffrin said I ain't read it, and then was it Sosa said if I gotta read a 23 page, I ain't gonna do it. I'm just gonna make up something. I mean, what else is it saying?
To know what atheism is like,
atheism, bro, like
who does that?
No, because it's out. What's the date on it?
Okay, look. Don't get mad. Don't get mad when the anti-vaxxers say I ain't reading the study. Don't get mad. I don't want to hear it. Stop crying. Stop crying.
Atheism and goddamn virology.
You never get the date on the paper, Wujawu. I need the date on the paper.
I don't want to hear y'all complaining. When the anti-vax say I'm not reading a scientific study or a paper or a journal, and I'm talking about journal of nature and stuff, and be like, I ain't reading all that. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear you complain.
The paper could be absolutely right.
I don't want to hear you
However,
complain.
at this point in time,
I'm gonna be on their side. Watch. I'm gonna be on their side. I'm gonna be on their side. I'm gonna be on their side.
Right or wrong. Even though the information in the article is absolutely correct, as that being the definition, we have expounded on what that means. So now everything and all things outside of nature, supernatural, we put in the same category. Spookism is spookism, and across the board. When you look at atheist debate, they debate New Agers, which have nothing to do with the three monotheistic religions. They debate Hindus. They debate everyone. They debate people who do reading. They debate people that does Reiki. So the definition of atheism is all spookism falls under that definition. And because most atheists tend to use scientific foundation to establish reality. So everything that falls outside of that makes the conversation more elaborate. Everything in that article could be spot on, but the conversation is way past that. And that point we already established with Wu Jiao. He's an atheist based on spookism is spookism.
But see,
right?
I'm already past that. No, wait, we already passed. I already said, according to Unk's definition, I too do not subscribe to anything beyond nature, supernatural. And I said, by that definition, if that's the governing definition of this conversation, I am in the same boat. I'm in the same boat. Yeah. So I'm already past that. The problem that I'm seeing is this anti-readership sentiment that y'all giving me. What's
it
up
ain't
with
even
that?
about all that.
What's up with that though?
No, but Woo, you right there with us, man. Trying to act like you ain't with us though. Like you right there with the same beliefs.
Didn't read the paper.
Come on, bro.
Atheism.
That's all. That's all we asking.
Man. All right, let me say this real fast. Let me dive in real quick. Let me say this real quick. So the paper is just talking about
gotta get your
the A province is right there, yo. Right? And it's talking about what you deny, whatever follows that A means you deny. It's right there. It's an excellent breakdown. Now that doesn't have to be for everything at all. It's just simply saying atheist. It's talking about theists, right? So since they wasn't thinking about Africa when they put that together in Greece, right? Then it's time to come up with some new shit. I don't believe that shit. That's a good one. See, that's that one. Everything fits in that category, right? So you would have to prove and make me believe that. But let me show y'all something real quick on the screen, bro. So real quick. It's gonna be the quick. I'm glad you got you here, Woo. So let me share the screen. I'm going to the University of Texas real quick, right? All right, let me show you. So y'all see the screen, am I correct?
I ain't reading that, man. If I gotta read that whole thing, man, I'm just gonna make up something.
Yes. That's
University
you can see the screen. I'm
so this
sorry,
University of Texas. Ern Wilson Wright, Dr. Ern Wilson Wright, as a matter of fact, it says rethinking the relationship between Egyptian and Semitic, the morphological lexicon, and what's this phylogenetical evidence?
Phonological evidence.
Phonological evidence. Okay, so watch this. So since everybody like to be on everybody's head around this motherfucker, let's get this straight. So this guy's a linguist, absolutely. He was part of that conference in 2018 at 4 p.m. He did a lecture on this. All right, you don't see his name come up. It's pseudo, none of that shit. But let's see what he says though, right? This is for that knucklehead out there. Y'all know who the knucklehead I'm talking about. It says, although
so crazy, dude.
Look, watch this. Yeah, I'm gonna show you how we practice racism against our own people. Watch this. Although Egyptologists and Semiticists alike agree that Egyptian and Semitic is generally related based on morphological evidence, they have yet to establish. Watch this, because I heard people on the squad say this. They have yet to establish a systematic sound correspondence between the two language families. Wait a minute, has he been reading? Has he been watching YouTube videos? Like, is this white guy saying that? Watch this. He says the lack of sound correspondence in turn raises doubt about the relationship between Egyptian and Semitic, and what's this?
Necessitates,
look, a reviewed analysis of their shared features. Wow. Oh, the Amaral squad, the pseudo, they this, that, and the other. They just saw a bum. Here's a big job. Wuja lost his mind. I heard all that shit, and I ain't letting it slide. Watch this. It says, in this talk, I will review the morphological lexicon and what's that word again? Phylogenetical. Am I saying it right? Evidence for a genetic relationship between Semitic and Egyptian by comparing the Proto-Semitic and what's this? Internally
reconstructed Egyptian forms.
Okay, a standard historical linguistic procedure that has helped establish numerous language families ranging from Indo-European to Uta Aztecan. It says, based on this comparison, I argue that there is insufficient evidence to support a genetic relationship between Egyptian and Semitic. This is not to say that the two language families are not genetically related, only that it is impossible to detect a genetic relationship between them using current methodology. Now, what I'm trying to tell y'all is I done heard niggas defile the brand of Armor Raw Squad. I've heard it. I've heard niggas put up the motherfucking Wikipedia articles talking shit, right? That proves that we got a lot of clowns around us. And we specifically talking about the dudes that make videos bashing people that's actually trying to put in the work. Right, wrong, or indifferent, yo. So now that the white boy said, how many of y'all Negro pins gonna make videos about that white boy right there? How crazy it is. How many of y'all gonna send this motherfucking work to somebody in California? Yeah, I'm saying a linguistics guy saying that nigga don't make no sense. How many of y'all, and if y'all think I'm playing, y'all missed it earlier. If y'all went on here earlier, right? Y'all think I'm playing, right? If you was in here earlier, you see me run down they daggone credentials. These dudes is credentialed. Okay? You heard me run it down. Right? In case you missed it. Here's the credentials. Right here. All these is doctors. I ain't reading all their goddamn name. They all doctors. Everybody know Christopher Earl. Doctors, right? They're all doctors at this conference. And they all got something to say about it. All them doctors. Look, all them doctors. Brown University. Independent development. It says shared innovations and independent developments. Issues in place in Egyptian. Man, that's a doctor, right? Never doctor. There you go. They're all doctors presenting Pennsylvania State University, all doctors. So, you know what I mean, yo, I just want to let y'all know, yo, that, you know, like, leave an open mind with that shit right there, yo. You're going to have to. You have to leave an open mind.
So let me just say, so to make it clear, everything you just read are things that Asar Imhotep has been saying. And even before that, Jean-Claude Mboli has been saying for the past 11 years. So this is from 2018 as a conference date. But they've been saying it for the past 11 years. So, that's
play the tapes back.
Yeah.
So now we'll believe if the white boy said now, huh? So that ends that conversation. And that don't mean that Mboli or Asar is right. What that means is they've been fucking telling you there's something wrong with that shit. We got all kind of flack. Shout out to Double X. He was a big mouth on that subject. Yes, he really was. A vocal big mouth on that subject too. Yeah, shout out to Double X. Shout out, bro. Yeah, knock it off. Yo, because if it's there for me to find, I'm going to find it. Go ahead.
Yo, nah, that was it. I mean, I don't know what else to say about that. That's been said. That's been known, and like you said, now that's. But see, even he's not the first one, as far as a scholar, doctor, whatever.
There's a whole conference full of them now, though, yo. Christopher Eric and all of them now. They speak on that subject. That was the name of it, remember? The name of the conference was actually, look, the name of it is actually called the department, okay, it says Rethinking the Origins, the Departure of Ancient Egyptian as a Branch from Afrocentric Family. You see that?
Yeah.
Huh. Is that incredible or not? The departure.
So here's the thing, though. That right there just shows how far ahead Mboli and Asar and others, I just named those two people more familiar, are ahead of what they're saying, what they're doing. So Mboli's about to publish his next piece, his next work, and that's going to be a doozy. So I'm anticipating that, looking forward to that, and hopefully it'll be in full English versions, because that was one of the complaints about his 2010 publication, that it was in French.
You got to get that shit translated, yo. You tripping. That shit translated African.
Who reads French and this and that. So yeah. So hopefully that'll be good. But what does it mean to us though? Like what do this information mean to us? You know, it kind of dispels a lot of other things too.
Don't it? Bunch of non-Africans speaking an African language, huh? Funny. Who taught it to them? Anyway, yeah, funny. There's a real loudmouth running around out here. I refuse to say his name, give him credence. It's a fucking loudmouth. He was wrong. Now, nigga, you apologize for being an idiot. How about that? You would never do that, though. Bunch of nonsense. So there you go. All right, so where we at? We off there now. Where we at?
I just want to thank Wujal for admitting that he was an atheist, man. I've been trying to tell these dudes, man, all this time, man. Appreciate you for that, bro. Just clearing the air, man.
Well, Kent, so that's okay, cool. But I've said this.
You ain't gotta apologize, Wujal. You ain't said nothing wrong.
No. I'm saying there's nothing new though. I've been saying, you know.
Nah, but you know the audience be thinking like we at odds and shit, and we really on the same shit. That's all.
Man, and help the audience, man. We men, yo. We have conversations, men, yo.
I mean, I just want to let them know that y'all right there with us.
Here's where the split. But here's where I depart from even Unc's agreed upon definition is that you all stop there, because like the chart I showed, and nobody asked me, but the reason why I don't consider myself on the chart I was showing is because the chart never attempts to define God. And so I find it problematic when people don't try to define God and then just you use the blanket stuff.
But
so that's what we
you don't even really need that when you already understand the conversation. You know what I mean? You're smart enough to understand the conversation. Like, you know,
but not everybody has supernatural gods though, Kent.
No,
and
I understand.
So if I disregard the supernatural, that's one thing. But if somebody has a God, if I say I disregard gods and yet somebody has a natural God that's within nature, then I'm
yeah, but you know what we talking about though when we talking about that, right?
Understand what that means, right?
But that's the thing.
What's a natural?
Yeah, I'm saying those natural gods, right? That they had, did they?
Everybody wants to say something.
I'm saying at a time, did they sacrifice things to that God?
Can I ask a question first? Can we just answer my question?
Okay.
What is?
Did you say that though, Corey?
I said, what is a natural God?
Okay. You want an example of a natural God, a God that's natural?
That'd be fine too.
Okay, the Nile River. Okay, the Nile River. The Nile River. Now what?
That's the river. That's not a God though.
Yes. The Nile River is a
Can
God.
you elaborate on that a little bit for me? Like, what do you mean?
They deified and they elevated the Nile River to be a God to them. And see, that's what I'm talking about. This is where it splits, because this is why I said it's an anti-reader sentiment. Because the moment
I have a couple questions. Do they give this God, this Nile God, attributes? Any kind of attributes? Like, what attributes does this Nile God have? What does he do?
But hold up. I don't want to go too far off. Do you consider the Nile River to be a natural?
I consider.
Regardless of what they do with the Nile River is real to you, right?
The place called the Nile River, a place that water has carved a trench into the earth, and now water flows.
Y'all talk about my answers. I'm saying the Nile River is a river that you acknowledge that exists, right?
Yeah, but Wajaru, that's
it is a river that I acknowledge that exists, right? Yes.
Yeah, he got.
But I had a question. I had a question.
Hold up, wait. I'm saying so you asked for an example of a natural God. I gave you an example of a natural God.
From an African
but I'm
culture,
trying to understand what you mean by that. I do know what
there's no need to understand. I mean, you acknowledge the Nile River as something that exists, and right. That is a God to people. So
I acknowledge it as a river. I acknowledge it as a river, though.
Hold on, Corey.
Not as a God. I didn't. Hold on.
Okay, right.
I didn't acknowledge it as a God. I acknowledge it as a river. You explained a river.
Let me and Corey do this for a second. Okay, so you acknowledge it as a river and not a God. And so by you saying that, I just want you to realize that you have a preconceived notion of what a God is. You got to understand that. And that's all I'm saying. That's where I depart from your
from an American standpoint.
Your point of view. No, listen. Let's wait. I'm saying
I'm
trying to clarify. I'm trying to clarify. No, I know, but I'm
asking questions.
I know, but I'm saying asking questions is fine, but let's have some understanding and comprehension among each other. So I'm saying
that's why I'm asking questions.
I know, but I'm saying you're speeding it along, but I just want you to realize that if you acknowledge a river as a river and not a God, by even saying that and thinking that you have a preconceived notion of what a God is.
I said that because you listen. I said that because you asked me, you said, didn't you want me to give you an example of a natural God? And then you said, I told you the Nile River. And I said, yes, I acknowledged it as a river, but I didn't acknowledge it as a God. That's why I said that.
No, I know, and I'm right there.
I was just making sure you understood. I didn't blanket.
No, I know. Wait, what happened?
I don't know what that was.
Somebody.
I'm saying let's get a definition of what God is, though.
No, man, we heard him. He said the river was God. And nobody believes that shit.
So we're not about to go through the.
Hold on. Simply saying a river is God does not define the attributes of God. What we're saying God is. You understand?
That's why I asked you, did the God have attributes?
All right,
you know what I'm saying?
So what he's doing, hold on. Wu Jiao was talking from an African perspective, yo. We not on the same. We not even in the same area right now.
So, no, we don't believe in perspective, though, Kent. Kent, you don't believe in perspective, Kent.
So it ain't no words.
So I'm trying to get them to understand. Like he's talking from a whole nother.
I understand what he's saying. I'm saying he still has to
define whoa. Hold on. This is what we doing, yo. Somebody, they just hit me up. They can't understand because we talking over each other, yo. So go ahead, Sosa, because you made a great point.
Yeah, he has to define the attributes of God.
Right.
Simply saying God is a dog or God is grass does not define what we're saying God is when we define it as God.
Yeah, go ahead and define it, Woo. When you say the river.
No. Listen. All I want is everybody to acknowledge that for any person, Corey's the one that did it, but for anybody to say something is not a God, they themselves.
I didn't say that. I never said that. I never said nothing was not anything.
You said, man, I keep getting interrupted, man. Whenever I think there's a breakthrough about to happen, it's like y'all do. It's like y'all are anti-expensive. Don't.
Go ahead, man. My bad.
I would hope. Listen, I would hope that you.
Hey, Wuja, are you gonna run the stop sign, yo?
No,
you actually run the stop sign now. You're doing what you said you weren't gonna do now.
No, I'm actually not. I'm not even.
Yeah, I'm supposed to say, yo, define. You said it was the God. Now give us the attributes of the God. Did you say the river? That's all, Woo.
It's a river.
What else? What's the attributes of the river?
It's wet.
Can it fly through the air? Can it do a guy magical powers? What? Talk to us, baby. Because I'm gonna look up the God hobby right now. Since you won't do it.
It's wet, huh?
No, come on, man.
Your definition of God is that God's
No,
God is wet.
See, here's
God is definitely wet.
There you go, Wuja, with that. I knew it.
God is definitely wet. Per bin. There
you go, boy.
Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, God is wet right now.
Listen. And again, Kent, listen, Kent. This is why I on that little 1% based on the definition of conversation, I'll say, okay, I'm in the same boat. But outside of that, I'm not in that boat because I will hope that you guys' brand of atheism does not keep y'all stuck where you can't even think outside.
No, you're trying to flam it, Joe.
I am not.
Hold on, everybody. Hold on.
So
I can appreciate like African culture. That don't mean I can't appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't believe it.
That's
I
true.
understand exactly
Yeah.
what Wujao and them is trying to do.
I appreciate Muslim
Look,
culture. Islamic.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand exactly what Wujao would.
I appreciate your atheism. So I mean, it's good.
I don't have
Your
I don't,
atheism
you know,
too, brother. Like we come on.
that
Man.
don't keep me from having an open mind. Like I said,
Man,
I
look.
just had the questions. That's all.
I know.
That's all I
but
was
see,
saying, man.
Hey, Woo, just
Right.
like you
Can I ask a
appreciate.
question?
But wait. See,
Hold on. Woo,
We
just like
running-
you appreciate our
we running red lights
atheism.
and
Man, y'all talking over yourself. I'm gonna share my damn screen, man. Fuck all that silly shit, man. Let's get right to this shit right here.
Hey,
Here you go.
I was sharing my
Mythology,
screen.
man.
But all right.
Annual flooding of the Nile occasionally was said to be the arrival of Hapi. So you ain't talking about the river because the river's been there. It ain't arrived nowhere, but it's saying arrival of Hapi. It says since this flooding
No. The flooded
fertile soil in the area that was otherwise desert. Hapi symbolized fertility. It say he had large female breasts because he was said to bring rich and nourishing harvest. Due to the fertile nature, he was sometimes considered the father of the gods. It say Pan was considered to be a caring father who helped to maintain the balance of the cosmos, the world, or the universe. Was this regarded as what's this orderly, harmonious system?
Stop there.
Harmonious system.
Wait, stop there. So what I want you to do is go back up, and yeah, where it says happy, where you first see happy, the arrival happy after that. No. Where you were, man? Where you were?
Right.
Yes, since this flooding provided fertile soil in an area that was otherwise desert, it says happy. What?
They symbolized.
Okay, wait. What does symbolize mean?
No, it symbolized fertility because when you symbolize is going back to fertility.
I'm asking you, what does symbolize mean?
A symbol. So right here, it's a symbol. It's symbolizing fertility. Okay, you can't trick me.
No. I'm listen. See y'all. See, wait.
You're trying to trick me. No, I want everybody to know what it's talking about.
Yeah, hold up. Look. This is one another.
No, I'm not, bro. It says happy symbolize fertility, yo.
Oh, I'm saying
Unc always by symbolize.
Unc always.
We know what it means, yo, but it don't say the God was a symbol, yo. It don't say the God was a symbol of the river because it said arrived, yo. Keyword arrival of happy.
Listen, Unc. It says clear as day that happy symbolized something.
Yes, fertility. But keep going.
Okay, so do you have a problem with happy?
I have a problem with happy arrival of happy. Is my problem. Okay, the river didn't arrive. The river simply flooded.
The river
it's the flooding. Wait. Hold up. Unc. The river didn't just appear overnight. It's the flooding. You got to read. It said
but that's not a God though, bro. It's just the flooding of a river, and it doesn't. Look, the universe. Hold on. Check this out, bro.
Right
Listen.
here. I want everybody to pay attention.
The world or universe regarded as orderly and harmonic. That has nothing to do with the universe and none of that, bro.
I want everybody to pay attention. I want everybody to pay attention. So the Egyptians, according to this right here, okay. According to this right here, the arrival of the flood was called the arrival of happy. The flooding itself. The flooding happens once a year for the Egyptians, and they considered that happy. So
you trying to play that like that? See, that's what we always fall apart at, yo, right there. I just want everybody to know. Hold on, everybody listening. I'm going by your source. This is what we fall apart at. So now, hold on. I can get the Bible. All right, go ahead, Corey. Talk to him. I'm gonna do the same thing. Watch this.
I'm going by your source, though.
Nah, I got you. I got you, bro.
But don't get mad at your own source.
I'm not mad at. How am I mad? How am I mad because you don't? I'm gonna show you what you're doing, and you'll see I ain't mad. Watch this.
Okay. Y'all using symbolisms and you know what I mean?
No, you about to fuck me up right now, Kent. He in the middle of a corner, Kent. Don't mess it up, Kent.
Right, go ahead. My bad.
Don't mess it up, yo.
Finish them off, man.
Listen.
Everybody know what you're doing. I'm gonna show you what you're doing.
Oh my God! And this is
exactly
what
you're doing.
Finish him off, man.
Listen. This is exactly what I said happens when I.
That didn't. Hey, Wujai.
No, I'm saying no.
Wujai. You know what just happened, right?
Trap you. No, you say I'm always trying to flim-flam or trap you.
You flim-flam because it said it was a symbol of what though? fertility. It didn't say that happy was a symbol of the river. It said of fertility. So we been got that. It didn't say flooding. Come on, Kent, you fucked me up. It didn't say that.
It said flooding.
It did not say it was a symbol of flooding, yo.
No, it's no.
It didn't. Right. It said it's specifically a symbol for fertility, bro.
I'll wait for you to finish. Can I explain?
No, I don't need you to explain it. The source said it all. I don't need you to explain outside the source.
That's what I'm saying. See, your brand.
How you gonna explain out? You going so okay? Well, I'm gonna put it up again. Here's the trickology, yo. Watch this. Trickology 101, dog. That shit ain't say nothing about no motherfucking. It symbolized the flood. It didn't say that, yo.
Here's the resistance, boy. Good gracious, boy, y'all.
Yeah, man, because you trying to say something it didn't say, yo. That ain't right, yo.
Okay, pull it back up. It said clear as day, happy symbolized fertility.
I know. We agree to that.
Okay, so pull it back up. I'm gonna show you how flooding ties in.
Oh, John.
He right about the flood tying in.
Of course you can tie it in.
But the problem is
wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. It's right here. It says the flood. It says the annual flooding of the Nile. Occasionally was said.
Wait, Uncle. Let me.
It said occasionally was said.
Let me pull it up so I can share my screen because I'm gonna try to talk out.
I'm not trying. I'm reading the damn thing.
Okay.
What you talking about?
No, share it so everybody can see it.
The screen. It ain't saying.
Okay, there we go. It's coming up. All right, there we go.
So the annual flooding is of the Nile occasionally. Why do you use the word occasionally, Muda?
Because the flood happened occasionally. It happened once a year, Unc.
What occasionally was said to be the arrival of happy. So what I get out is occasionally they say that about the arrival of the flooding season, bro. Occasionally, not because it happened once a year, bro. They would have said that. It said the annual, because the word annual is right here, annually. So they know it happened annually, right? Annually.
Wow.
The annual flooding of the Nile occasionally was said to be the arrival of happy.
Okay,
so
no
to
problem.
them, in their mind, you can never convince me that those people didn't think that it was a God in charge of the flooding, bro. See, this is where the rubber meets the road at, yo. You're going to say it's not, and I'm going to say, yeah, those people actually believe that it was God, that actually the happy God actually brought that into being.
Therefore, I am not in your boat of atheism, as I've been trying to tell Kent. So let me explain, though. At least give me a chance to explain.
You got to explain off the source, though. You can't throw extra in there.
No, listen,
right here, bro.
Right here. I'm gonna stay right. You keep it on the screen where you got it. Okay, so it says the annual flooding of the Nile occasionally was said to be the arrival of happy. So the arrival of happy.
Hold on, what is happy though?
Happy is the deity happy. You see the picture on the right hand side.
Right there. That's happy. So you don't think they think that's happy?
That is happy right there.
Okay.
So you think they think that's a real deity, right?
Wait, let me finish. So the funny.
You see what he did? Okay, go ahead.
No, listen. So the annual flooding of the Nile was also referred to as the arrival of happy. Okay, and so it says since this flooding provided fertile soil to an area that was otherwise desert, happy symbolized fertility. That's like not rocket science right there. So happy symbolized fertility. He had large, now it describes the imagery. He had large female breasts because he was said to bring rich and nourishing harvest. Because the flooding of the Nile, which is what he symbolized the fertility of.
So who the fuck is the he, yo? Who is the he?
Happy. Good gracious.
Oh, okay. I just want to I don't want to make this straight. But I want to let you know Happy didn't do shit. It's the river that did it.
And they know it. That's why it says symbolized. That's why I asked you, do you know what a symbol is? Good gosh. So here's the thing. So what's really going on is that the Nile River is flooding, and that flood of the Nile River provided the sustenance for things to flourish, and it provided fertility. And they called that flooding the arrival of happy. Why?
You can say, I gotta get my thing.
It's happy because happy himself as a deity represents or symbolizes that fertility. So it's because of the arrival of happy, which symbolized fertility, because of the arrival of that fertility, they were able to thrive. And if you took it off, but if you read a little further, it's talking about the harmonious blah 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 order of their surroundings and this, that, and the third.
Yeah, it talked about the universe and all that, man. That ain't got nothing to do with
Keep
that.
the balance. Keep the balance of the cosmos.
Right.
The river ain't keeping the balance of the cosmos.
Right, yo, come on, Woo. Here, back on the screen again, Woo. Knock it off, yo. Here it go.
Wait.
And was considered to be carrying the caring father who helped to maintain the balance of the cosmos, the world or the universe, regarded as the orderly harmonious system. He was thought to live within what'd that say?
A certain cavern at the supposed source of the Nile near the Aswan Dam.
So you don't think they thought that the cult of Happy was mainly located in the first cataract?
You're running stop signs, Unc. So hold up. Wait. So this is very clear. And this is again, I'm telling you for the fourth time, this is where we depart. You said it too, Unc. So that's cool.
Yeah, we cool to depart there. Yep. There you go.
Here's the difference. See, where you stop and don't understand is where I keep going. And so what I'm saying is that the fertility of that,
you five shots you out.
Okay. So the fertility,
I just want to let you know.
Okay. The fertility, the fertility that the flooding of the river provides was symbolized as the arrival of Happy and Happy himself. And it's because of that activity, it brought a harmonious and orderly world for them. And you got to understand the Egyptian worldview and how they saw the whole world. If the flooding did not happen, or if the flooding was not enough, it brought an unharmonious situation, an imbalancement. And they had droughts, they had shortage of food, and so on and so forth. It's just straight simple.
What you think about that cult of Happy though?
Yeah, it's a code of Happy. Yeah.
So they blamed it on Happy when it didn't flood, when the crops didn't grow, they blamed it on Happy then, right? They
rightfully blamed it on Happy because Happy symbolized the fertility. So it's not rocket science that if something is not fertilized, if you go outside and you try hold up one second.
You subscribe to the code of Happy, bro?
Wait, subscribe to that? Well, one second. I'm answering Corey's question. So yes, they blamed Happy because Happy symbolized fertility. Y'all have to get out your box and understand what symbolism is and figurative speech and figurative expressions. If y'all can't do that, you're gonna be that.
No, stop. I got you though, Woo. You know I got you.
I think you're looking at the symbolism backwards. They have a deity that represents as equal to what the God represents. They see the God separate from that process, Wu Jiao. Come on, man.
Listen, I'm sorry, Cedric.
Yes.
Happy actually represents it. The source even told you Happy symbolized fertility. So I want you to explain to me, what do you think that means?
They have a God that they use to symbolize fertility. Fertility means a lot of things. It means reproduction. It means fruit growing. It doesn't mean a river flooding.
I didn't ask about what
it symbolizes fertility.
What
it symbolizes fertility, and
for
fertility they have a God.
Okay, so let me ask you.
Their belief is this God Happy is representative of all the fertility that we as humans experience. What happens with the annual flooding of the Nile, they see as a representation of what Happy does. Okay, provides them with fertility.
Okay, I'm going to address what you just said, but let me clarify my question to you. What does it mean when A symbolizes B? Does that mean A is B?
No, that's my point exactly.
Okay, so then if that's your point,
and what happens at the river is B.
Okay, so if that's your point, then I don't see where it is a problem, because
all right. So here's my problem,
what I'm saying.
Hey Cedric, hold on for 1 minute.
The process of the river is
actually. Cedric, hold on one. Hey Cedric, hold on 1 second. Y'all see the screen, right? So yes, we heard Wuja say that the God Happy was the river. Did I hear him say that?
No, we read Happy symbolizes fertility.
But you also said that Happy was a river, because we was talking about the river now. You said the God of the river. You said that, correct? Or you changed it?
No, I'm not changing. You brought this up.
No, I'm saying, so is Happy the God of the river or not?
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. Second paragraph. Happy was not regarded as the God of the Nile itself, but of the inundation event.
Right.
He was also considered a friend of Gad.
Right.
This is the sky, Egyptian god of the earth. And the Lord was this Neper, God of grain.
Yeah.
Right? So just strictly, ain't even the God of the river. Based off of this, you could correct me. Right, here's the source with it. That's Wilkins, page 106. Right? But it's just the flood aspect of it. And that's why when they come up here, it talks about the quote unquote, the arrival of Happy.
Okay.
So the river's there. So it's actually just the flooding aspect of it, Woo. Can we stay there?
And that's right. You're running stop signs and red lights.
I'm not running stop signs. I ain't gonna let you fake me out.
No, listen, that's why I wanted you to share. Now you keep unsharing your screen.
Yeah, because I need to move on. I'll move on to my point. I'm gonna show you what the Christian do. The Christian do the exact same thing.
Hold up. See, and then you say you're not running stop signs. So wait, don't run. Don't run.
I'm not running. I'm running ahead, yo. I ain't sitting and listening to that all night. It's flim flam. We need to move on. You can do a class. Okay.
All right, so I tell you what, y'all don't ask me questions. So I'm gonna stay on the atheism stuff. Don't ask me questions if you're going to.
But you
you just said it. What questions we got?
We already got the answer out of you.
We got the answer. What more you want to explain it through? What you want to explain out of that? Go ahead.
For admitting to being atheist.
Now go ahead, Kent. Go ahead, Kent. What you want to explain again?
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, Kent is on the
we good.
Okay, so no, you switched your screen. All right, let me share.
Right, because I'm off that. Now you got enough knowledge of Happy, God, river, all that. Go ahead.
Okay, but you off it. But what came out of that though? Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's just not me and you talking. Like because I can get off here and do my thing. I'm saying it's not just me and you talking. Everybody else is listening and stuff like that. So what came out of that? What came out of that?
Nobody believes that Happy is the flood, and nobody believes that the flood of the Nile is connected to the universe, and nobody believes that, Woo. Okay, no matter what you think, it said it clear as day. I don't gotta argue with you over that.
Okay, so
you can just say that was their point of view, where they was at and how they felt about it, yo. That's clear right there, dude.
No,
what happens on the Nile Valley don't got shit to do with the whole cosmos. It's a non-cipher right there, bro. That's an Egyptian statement on how they felt about the river, what it did for them, bro. That ain't got nothing to do with the universe, Woo. Okay. Like tie that in, Woo. That's what we really want to hear. We want to hear you tie that in, bro. Okay, make it there. There you go. Make the river, bro. Since you slick with the wordplay, make the river. There you go, Woo. Do this. Make the river. Tie the river into the cosmos.
Right there.
Ooh-ja.
Right there.
There you go. Go ahead, tie it in, bro.
Okay, man. Keep it still. Now go back to where you were. Go back to where you were. All right. Scroll up so we can see the whole paragraph. Man, that's what I said. I need it. Okay, all right, so good.
No, right here with the universe tied in.
Wherever you want to go, just go there.
I'm trying to get it. Hold on, right here.
But I can't see the whole where it starts at.
All right, right here. Due to the fertile nature. Go ahead.
Okay, let's see the beginning part of that. It'll still be on the screen. It'll still be on the screen. All right, so this started by Corey asking me for a natural God. I said the Nile River. That's where this started from. I didn't mention Happy. You brought up Happy though. Okay, I just want the record to show. You brought up Happy. I said the Nile River. And so what I was referring to.
Hold on, what? Say it again.
It's very simple. You brought up Happy and you showed this, and that's cool. That's fine. So
what was you trying? What natural God was you trying to talk about then, Woo? When it comes to the Nile, we'll find it. Let's click it in. What? Since you want to talk about this.
No, listen. No, I'm not saying I wasn't talking about this. I'm saying, I'm saying when you asked me your question earlier about Happy, you brought up Happy. But here's the thing. So the flooding of the Nile occurs. That's a natural phenomenon, right? You have no problem with that, right? It don't happen anymore because of Aswan Dam, but it happened before that. I'm sure you don't have a problem with that. So this flooding was referred to as the arrival of Happy, because Happy is associated, aka symbolized, with fertility. All right. And so Happy, because of that fertility, Happy is regarded as blah, blah, blah. So all the attributes, because remember, one of the other things Corey asked me was, what are the attributes of this God? So the attributes, because Happy symbolizes fertility, other things associated with the outcome and consequence of fertility becomes the attributes of the God, Happy. So due to his fertile nature, he was sometimes considered father of the gods. He was considered to be a caring father.
How can you be the father? Come on, yo, father. What they explain that, bro? How is he father of gods, bro?
Because father is a familial word when they hierarchy, when they deal with a hierarchy of different.
Okay. Like God, the Father God. Okay, keep going.
It's a familial or relational term.
Gotcha.
To show relationship with other symbols and representations and so on and so forth. All right. So
get to universe. This is where we at.
Right. Okay.
Explain your way out of that. I just want to hear it.
I know. So do you have a problem so far?
Wuja, I'm right here.
I know where you are.
Of course, I don't have a problem with the road. Hold on. With a river flooding. The problem is that it's a God is the problem because the God actually had nothing to do with it. It wasn't a God that did that. It wasn't an arrival of a God. It was actually flooding, bro.
Okay, so
flooding of water. And in Egyptians do have a word for water, bro. Do they not have a word for water?
Yes, they have a word for water. But
if they got a word for water, why not the water?
Here's the problem. I want everybody to understand. The problem here is your lack of understanding symbolism and figure.
Well, I'm fine with that, but keep going. Symbolize it right here. I'm good. I don't understand it. Great. Right. And I'm sure people chat to do. I don't. So let's move on from that. Let's move on to the next part.
Okay. I just want that to be on.
Yeah, right. I don't understand how a God could actually do that. But go ahead.
It didn't say a God did something. It says
it did. It said was said to be the arrival of. I don't believe Happy arrived. It was the water. Because they could have said the arrival of the water because they have a word for water. Woo. That's all I'm saying. Woo.
So here's the teaching moment. You have a blockage when in the understanding of symbolisms and how things are expressed because they don't.
Okay, they don't so we agree. I'm blocked out. So let's move. I can admit it. I'm blocked out.
Okay,
let's move on.
Let's move on. So now
let's move on.
Okay, so because of that blockage.
No, Woo, we can move on. Woo, don't throw another shot.
No, I'm not.
Move on next.
This is not, I am. If you
so stop trying to get past my blockage. You can't do it.
So listen, can I talk though? I'm moving on. So you got the thing in the way right now. Move that.
I didn't think you was gonna move on. Go ahead.
All right, so I'm moving on. And so I'm saying because of the blockage, when we move on, and it says, and he was considered to be a caring father who helped maintain the balance of the cosmos, the world or universe, regarded as an orderly and harmonious system. When you read that, because of that blockage, you think that that's talking about the universe as we know the science, the Milky Way and the Andromeda galaxy and all this stuff and all the stars in the universe. They're not talking about that though.
Okay, what they talking about, Woo?
They're not talking about what you.
Okay, what they talking about, Woo?
They're talking about their world, their area, because the Nile River and its flooding helped maintain the civilization.
But did I say that, Woo?
And not the stars and the
wait, listen what I'm saying. But what you read here though is you saw the word cosmos, boom, it triggers something. You saw the word universe, boom, it triggers something. And instead of
triggering up with me, Woo.
No, I'm saying it triggered you to ask me about. That's why
it actually didn't, Woo, because I said this is a story about their world. I said that, Woo.
I know, but I'm saying
right. So if I understand it, talking about their world, Woo, how did I get it?
No, but you asked me and you said, as well as that, you said it doesn't talk about the universe. Help us understand, Woo. Help tie it to the universe, Woo. So why you do that then?
Wujao, maybe I misunderstand symbolism also. Can I give you my interpretation and tell me where I'm wrong?
Sure.
Now, hold on. Don't forget that he lives within a cavern at the supposed source of the Nile.
Mm-hmm.
Lives. So you saying really they ain't saying he lived there. That ain't the word to use. It's just symbolism, correct? I just want to make sure I'm symboled up for you.
Happy is a symbol.
I got you. For what? For the flood, correct? Not the river, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Right. Happy. No, happy.
So you actually
Wait.
the natural God.
Wait. Happy is a symbol. See, that's the problem. And
Hold on. It's a symbol of the flood, Woo.
no, it's a symbol
So
of
show us a
fertility.
natural God, Woo.
No, it's a symbol of fertility. Let's.
Okay, so show us the natural God, then, yo.
I just did.
No, you didn't. You showed us a God.
Okay, and that's where we depart because
right. So let's do this. So it's my turn, Woo. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
But Cedric,
they're just talking about their world right here, heavens and earth, and the earth was without form, right? Because that's at the cosmic explosion. There's no form yet. And void and darkness, because it's dark. The Big Bang is dark. Was upon the face of the deep.
Wait,
right?
Why
Talking about looking, let me finish my point. Okay. We talking about into the deep. And the spirit, they ain't talking about the spirit, they talking about the cosmic forces of God moved upon the face of the waters. The waters is really, you know what I'm saying, the atmosphere. That's what they really talking about. And God say, let there be light. Actually, this light right here, this light is really a star coming into being. Right? Watch this. And God saw, he didn't really see because he's really a natural God. It's light, it's natural. Right? It's talking about the stars, because that's the only light is the stars. And they dividing up the stars. Now, different stars transform. Dude, anybody can do this with their religion, Woo Jai. No matter what you say, no matter how you say it, Woo, anybody can do it. Matter of fact, Christians are dedicated to it. It's a specific word they use for that. Where they say the Bible is scientific, they will do the exact same thing that you're doing, Woo. And this is the problem. At this point, I'm done with that, dog. I'm gonna move forward, yo. You can keep talking the subject with that, yo.
Okay,
I'm done.
All right. So what comes out of this conversation is your refusal to understand how figurative expressions work, specifically symbolisms and things like that, because that wasn't the same, but it's explicitly said happy is a symbol, and symbolic language, which is under the figurative expression, is just
not. Woo Jai, you playing, yo. We was looking at a Wikipedia article, but if we read, hold on, if we actually read the account, which I know you can pull up, it ain't gonna say it's not gonna say none of that, Woo. It's gonna do what I did, Woo. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I'm doing the same thing that Wikipedia article is doing. That's what I was doing. If you pull up the actual count of it, it's not gonna say it was a symbol at all. It's not gonna say that, Woo.
Listen, wait 1 second. Here's the difference between, see, you pulled up the Bible to make a point, and here's where Abrahamic, because the Bible is an Abrahamic instrument, okay, under that system.
All right, do me a favor. Pull up the papyrus that talks about the flood.
I can't.
No. Why? Listen, do that for me.
I can't even
pull up the actual papyrus that talks about that, yo.
When people rewind this back, they just gonna see.
No, they not. I don't care what they say. I'm saying, do me a favor. I'm gonna let you explain, but pull up the papyrus and let's see if it says what you're saying it says.
Okay, so
it's not. Okay. It's going to read, and then you will explain what it's saying. So when I read the Bible, I was explaining what it said, and you act like that's not what it was. That's the part, yo, that's disingenuous right there, Woo, because you know what I was doing. I was doing the same thing you would do if you read the papyrus, bro. You would do that. You say, nope, right here is access symbol. You would do that, Woo.
All right, I just want to be able to talk uninterrupted, at least.
Yeah, but don't throw in stuff that you understand what I did. You know exactly what I did.
Yes, if you let me talk, I will show you that I know what you did. I was getting ready to tell you what you did, just so you know that I know what you did. All right, so I'm saying. Okay, I'm saying.
But remember my own conversation. Don't talk to Cedric with that though.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so what you're doing is you're proving my point that your atheism, as a consequence to your atheism, it is not allowing you to step out of the box to get better understanding of symbolisms and how people use them and figurative expressions. And so and also the fact that when I'm trying to explain something, you divert it or deflect it onto another person and say you out of the conversation. So you're not even willing to learn.
No, I don't have to learn from a Christian telling me that the spirit was actually the cosmic background radiation, yo. I'm good with that. We don't gotta agree with that. Remember, I said, I don't believe that shit. I don't believe that Happy is hiding in a cabin somewhere up there. I don't believe that. So you got to be able to teach that to somebody. You can't teach that to me.
Okay, but
I'm
I'm
incorrigible,
not,
like you like to say, on that issue. I
But
don't believe you, Wuja. I don't believe that them people in BC time didn't think the arrival was a god, that they didn't look at the river as a god to them. I don't believe that, bro. That's what it is. That's cool. Like you said, that's when we depart. So you know that's what we're going to depart at. This is a teaching moment for anybody you think you can convince with that. Not me.
No, listen, I'm not proselytizing. And that's the thing. Like, you don't have
I
to,
never said you was. I'm saying
know,
you
but
trying
you
to
say get you.
convince me.
You say I'm not
That
trying
a
to
God ain't a God, but it's a natural God, but it ain't a God. You can't convince me that, woo.
I know, and that's I'm not trying to convince you, because I am willing to admit that your brand of atheism is preventing you from understanding. I already said that, and you admitted it.
What? Come on.
So I'm not trying to convince you. All I'm trying to show you, all I'm trying to show you is that I'm trying to show you what you're doing. You're refusing to even understand how these symbols are operating with the people whose symbols they belong to. Happy is a symbol. Happy is a con.
So the Hebrews don't got no symbols though. Yeah.
Wait. Listen what I'm saying.
All right, I'm let you talk, John.
Okay, yeah, please, thank you. So you brought up the whole Bible and Christian thing, and so since you want to compare the two, here's the big difference is that in Egypt, in what we just read, it's understood to be a symbol. But when Christians explain their mythos and stories and symbolisms, they don't even explain it as a symbolism. You got people who take this stuff literally and literally believe, for example, that Jesus walked on water, literally that Jesus rose somebody from the dead and did these things, literally. And this is what they say to this very day. And to be a Christian, you have to take that stuff the same way. Accept Jesus Christ as your personal savior in your heart and all this other kind of stuff. That's the difference. So it's the how they're taking it, the stuff not as symbol or literal, that makes a huge difference. It clearly said right there in your source that happy was a symbol of what? Fertility. Fertility is a result of the flooding. The flooding happened annually. So when the flood came as if somebody arrived from out of town, from somewhere else. So they say the arrival of happy. It's the arrival of this flood.
I got you, bro. I got you, man. I heard you. You did it.
Creates this fertility. Now, where he lives at, that's symbolic.
I got you.
Okay. Now the reason why they say, I'm just explaining.
Their whole religion, they ain't believe none of that. Their whole religion was symbolic. Yo, I don't believe that. But Cedric, go ahead, man.
I understand that, but hold up, I'm not finished. Hey, see, that's what I'm saying. You're trying to run.
Yeah, you is not gonna sit up here and tell human beings in and out of that. Even if the person that wrote that thought it was all symbolism, yo, I bet you, yo, there are plenty of people, you know what I'm saying, that interpret that as being a god, though, woo. You know it, and I know it.
I was almost done, boy. Good.
All right, go ahead.
So when it mentions living at the Aswan, is because that was the southern border of Kemet, and that was the source of this start for them, the start of the flooding process. They didn't know, they didn't live where the Nile actually starts off in the mountains. So to them, this flooding
they was guessing. They were just guessing.
No,
they was at least guessing, right?
No, it comes from that direction. So the start for them in their territory was Aswan. The start of this flooding was Aswan. That's it.
Got you. All right, go ahead, Cedric.
All right.
Yes, Ujao. Before I explain my concept of symbolism, I want to ask you a couple of questions just to get my bearing straight. Did the Egyptian people have rituals or ceremonies or festivals dedicated to Hapi because of the river flooding?
Yep.
So that symbol, so they actually did a ritual and these type of things to the river, the flooding, or in honor of the god. Because what I understand, when you break it down, you explain it, fertility, these people this time, their belief system, fertility, there was a God that had the power over these activities. And when these activities were expressed, they were expressed because of the God's intervention. And therefore, they would thank the God by having a ritual and a ceremony, etc. So yes, they saw what was happening as a symbol, but a symbol representing the God they believe responsible for that specific activity.
You should go the other way around, because I before Unc and I was speaking, I had left off with you asking you a question. I said, what does it mean for A to be a symbol of B? And I never got an answer from you. So I don't mind picking up. I don't mind picking up, but I think you're pulling the cart before the horse with that question. So but let's go back to you. Explain to me your understanding of a symbol by answering, what does it mean for A to be a symbol of B?
Man, yo, this is the problem though, Wu-Jang. You know what the problem is, Wu-Jang?
Man,
that you refuse.
The problem is atheism.
You absolutely refuse. Yo, you go against all reasonable common sense, like, dude. And then here's the wild part, yo. You know what's wild?
Cedric was about to answer me, though.
Yo, that they would actually take a skull. Listen, they would actually take a skull, yo, and say that the spirit is in the skull. You say, but no. They ain't talking about the spirit. They ain't talking about the memory of the person that was there.
You asked me to have a conversation with
stuff
Cedric.
like that, Woo.
To have a conversation with Cedric. You asked me. You said you're out of
it. But I hear you talking me to death, man. You just don't. Oh, man, I can't do it.
How can I be talking you to death when you
say? Yeah, you right. You know what, yo? This been like 20 minutes.
You told me to
put this link in the thing, man. All right, I got you. Go ahead, man.
Cedric, I'm saying I'm only honoring your words, and now.
Yeah, but you know what you did to Cedric, yo? You told Cedric, don't answer the question that way, because let's go back 45 minutes ago when you did it wrong, yo. He was on the line, and you changed that right in front of our eyes.
No,
you did. No. You was like, yo, really, you putting the cart before the horse? No, he wasn't. He was saying the way he wanted to say it. Like, you can't direct the way a person want to say something.
No,
it's not. It's narcissistic. It's just.
It's not. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing. No, that's not what I'm doing.
That's exactly what you're doing. Nobody can say it the way they want to say it. If they don't say it the way you want them to say it, then dude, that's crazy to me right there. That's way too much, Woo. It is, Woo. You do it all the time. Hey, Cedric, don't you ask that guy this question that way, because you ask that question that way. I might have to say it this way. Well, let's go back. You really good.
No, that's not what I said.
You didn't do that just now, Woo.
No, I did not. If you let me talk and you finish your rant, because I want to talk. I'm saying you said.
But you've been ranting for the last 15 minutes.
Right, and it gets longer and longer because of you. Because you asked me to have a conversation with Cedric. So all I'm saying, I'm not telling Cedric.
No, I didn't actually have a lecture with him. I thought he was going to be able to ask you a question. In the middle of him asking the question, you said you can't ask that question, really, because you got to go back to.
Okay, I just now timed this just now. That was almost 3 minutes just now of you interrupting me trying to get back to Cedric. It's crazy, man. So anyway, so Cedric, I was not trying to tell you how to ask me a question. I just wanted you to answer my question to you, because that's chronological order. I asked you a question that never got answered. That's all I was saying.
But that's exactly what I tried to do in my explanation. I showed you the symbolism. The symbolism for fertility is this God. And why they use a symbol? Because they view fertility and they attribute that aspect of nature to a God. The God is responsible for this activity. That's why Happy can have a relationship with Deb. That's why Happy can have a festival and people honor Happy. They don't honor the river. They don't honor the flooding. That wouldn't make no sense. These are logical thinking people. What are they going to do to honor a river? They honor the God that brought the flood.
So, all right. So my understanding,
because of the fertility is representative of what the God does. The God brought that fertility.
Okay, so my understanding is that you believe the Egyptians were logical thinking people, but yet you're saying that they did these things to a God and not to what they were observing, and that's kind of contradictory right there.
No, I didn't say that. They didn't understand at that point in time why fertility was happened. They couldn't break it down. They just realized that it happened, and they attributed all fertility to the god.
Okay,
Happy.
so okay, right. So based on that answer, because I try to simplify my question to you by saying explain how A can be a symbol of B, and I use A and B purposely because I didn't want you to deal with happy or anything like that, just symbols, period. But I got what
happy.
I got
happy.
Yeah.
A happy. B flooding.
The fertility, right? Okay, so what's the problem with, so what does that mean when A is a symbol of B? So if A is a symbol of B, then A is not B. Can we agree with that? That A is not B?
Okay, and we can agree, but stop right there. Now we're going into nuances.
No.
Because
It's real simple. I mean, I'm
yes,
saying okay.
yes.
So right. So A, there's a reality behind A, the symbol. So A is the symbol and B is the reality. Okay, go ahead.
Right there. There is no reality behind happy. None.
Wait. Okay, that's where you're wrong. Now I'm just gonna tell you just wrong, because the reality behind happy is fertility. So let me do it this way.
Happy isn't responsible for producing fertility.
Wait, 1 second. See,
happy,
now
one attribute of what happy does is the flooding of the river. Happy is also responsible for the fertility of a woman.
I'm trying to show you something though. All right. So if you're coming to the table with your mind made up, we might as well just end the conversation and move on. All right. I'm just trying to show you something.
No, but you're telling me I'm wrong and I'm illustrating why I'm not.
I know. So I can explain it if you allow me to explain it. So I'm saying, so here's another example, and I'm going to use this example to illustrate how you're wrong. If I was to use the symbol or this figurative expression to represent a reality, and I'm going to give you the expression, I have butterflies in my stomach. That expression represents A. The reality behind that is really nervousness. Okay. So now let's go back to happy. So happy is not the reality. Happy is the symbol. Happy is the figurative expression. But the reality behind happy is fertility that is brought on by a flood. All right. So
now let me ask you this.
Are we on the same page? Wait, are we on the same page?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if we're on the same page. I'm trying to see if we're on the same page, but
I'm saying what I just said so far.
This butterfly analogy.
Okay.
Yes, but what I'm saying is I'm questioning the butterfly analogy because I can make a happy analogy. A woman comes and tells her husband she's pregnant, and he turns around and looks up in the sky and said, "Thank happy for bringing fertility to my home."
Okay.
Would an Egyptian man say that?
No, the flooding had to do with crops.
No, I'm not talking about the flooding. I'm talking about fertility and what happy represents. Fertility, right? Symbol of fertility.
Happy represents fertility as it regards as it regards to the flooding of the Nile. Not just
now
you're
adding that. No, wait. Now you're adding that.
Gosh.
You said in the beginning, happy is a symbol of fertility. And in the explanation, there are other areas in which happy is responsible for fertility and not only the flooding of the Nile.
All right, let me, I mean, see, if the wiki paragraph was up there, now this is a reading comprehension thing. I mean, we have to understand everything that's there. Happy is being mentioned because
comprehension on who part though?
No, I'm saying
I'm starting to think you ain't comprehending, yo.
For the conversation, Cedric is assuming that happy is a symbol of fertility, period, point blank. But the whole article that Wiki is explaining, right where we were reading from, it's fertility as it regards to the flooding of the Nile. It actually said that the flooding coming is called the arrival of happy. Good gracious. It's not talking about fertilizing an egg, sperm fertilizing an egg, and stuff. Sperm fertilizing an egg,
the flood of fertility
and stuff like that.
What arrives then? The flooding of fertility. Fertility is a result of, but doesn't arrive.
Both. Fertility is.
You want to school me in English now too?
No, listen. Both arrive because fertility of the land does not happen unless the flood. So it comes together.
So what happy
That's not.
represents? The
Wait. That's
flooding
not right.
or
Wait.
fertility?
Wait. This is not rocket science,
No,
right?
but what happy represents? The flooding or fertility?
He's a
What
symbol.
is he? What is a symbol of? The flooding or a symbol of fertility?
It says he's a symbolized fertility. But what I'm saying is that fertility is not just this end all be all fertility in
But
context.
that's what you saying.
That's not what I'm saying. I never
No,
said.
but that's what you saying. That's what you just said. But this is what
No.
you saying. But it
No, it's
doesn't
not.
say that.
It's actually not, man. If all right, let me put it because I know Unc is advertising right now. But if we were to put up the wiki article again, it in the context of the basic reading, it's talking about the flood. It actually says that the annual flood is sometimes, or it says occasionally, called the arrival of happy. So at all times, flooding is the context here. So fertility in relation to the flooding, it said otherwise a deserted or desert area. So it's talking about the water providing the fertile soil.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't. That's not rocket.
Question.
That's not rocket science.
What
Okay.
does happy represent? The
Happy,
flooding or
and I answered
fertility?
you. Fertility.
And what does it say when you read? Okay, so it doesn't represent flooding then. So happy represents fertility.
Fertility as a result. Fertility as a result of flooding. This is not rocket science. You can't have one without the other. This is not rocket science.
So you can't have fertility without flooding?
Not the fertility that of a desert area. No.
So what is a other symbol for fertility?
Man, I believe you're trying too hard.
I just want to see if
I really
happy is
believe
a
that.
symbol of fertility
I believe
or just strictly to the Nile. So what is another symbol of fertility for fruit, for females?
I don't understand the fighting of this basic. Yes.
What's the African cultural equivalence of an atheist over there that doesn't believe in like ghosts and goblins?
Oh, I had to get back with you on that. I don't know.
Okay.
Off top of my head. Off top of my head.
You study that section, so I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't off top of my head, I couldn't tell you. I had to get back to you.
Understood.
Okay, but now this flooding thing, all I'm saying is that this is pretty straightforward. This is really straightforward. But it's easier if there's an understanding of, figurative expressions. And this is my suggestion. And I know Unc said 5 strikes and you out or whatever. Jabs or whatever. And this is not a jab or anything. I would strongly suggest that everybody gets up on how people use figurative expressions and the different types, whether it's metaphors, symbolisms, hyperboles, tropes, all the different tropes or whatever.
I'm asking a real legit question. In terms of the same
I will hope all your questions
concept,
are legit. I will hope all your questions are legit.
What other god or what other symbol, like a happy, is there to represent fertility in general?
Fertility in general, in terms of men and women having a baby and all that.
Fertility. When a farmer looks at his flock and they reproduce good that year, they're fertile, they're doing good. When he looks at his trees and they're all in bloom, that's fertile. When a man looks at his family, he's got 7 kids, that's fertile. What is a symbol? Which God did they pray to thank them for that? With what was the symbol for? Man, shit, you're fertile.
Yeah, so I'm asking.
They wouldn't refer.
Yeah, so I'm asking you: are you talking about husband and wife and having children fertility, or are you talking about the plant? Because you mentioned the trees and fruit coming, that's fertile and stuff. I'm saying because happy, as regards to happy was dealing more so with crops and the flourishing.
Okay, like for man and woman, for kids,
yeah,
for babies.
Yeah, as far as that, off the top of my head, I have to get back to you. If you pinpointing having children and fertility, what was represented by that kind of fertility? What was the symbol behind that one?
Hey, we put that link in there, man. I meant that we went over our time, man. How much time we got in here, man? We supposed to let the brothers and sisters going to join on here. Yeah, that's a man. 73 minutes. We supposed to let people in the out at the 60-minute part.
That says
portion.
73 seconds. You got to refresh.
I got refresh.
That says 73 seconds. You got hit the refresh.
Oh, right here. Hey, we put that link in there, man. Yeah, see, we passed that.
Subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. We getting record-breaking numbers every day, man. Yo, appreciate the fans, appreciate everybody, the haters, everybody, man, because y'all make us who we are, yo.
Yep. Thank that atheism, boy. Thank that brand of atheism.
Hey, we thank the atheism.
Crazy.
We thank that atheism. We thank the believers. We thank whatever religion y'all subscribe to. We thank everybody. We don't knock it.
Like that brand of atheism.
Just keep on watching and subscribing and talking. That's all we need.
that anti-reading doctrine, boy.
No, hey, hold on, boo. Now you know we read. Man. Come on, bro. You gonna do that? You know we some readers.
I know you. You all are our readers, which is why I'm shocked that see. I know what it is because
and we researchers though. Now come on, bro.
Yeah, and you're right, researchers and readers. But here's the thing, and I did a video to this. Unc was in Barnes and Nobles or some bookstore. Remember that, Unc?
Yep.
Yeah. So there's certain sections that atheism will tell you to stay away from. And the obvious section is the New Age section, because I know Unc say, all right, stay out of the New Age section.
Of course.
Everything like that. But yeah, but what happens is friendly fire, is casualties, because while y'all staying out of the New Age section, you also ignore the gaining knowledge on how symbolisms and figurative things operate, obviously, because that's the understanding I'm seeing right now. Like something as simple as happy representing the
so we got, can we be honest though, yo?
Yeah, go ahead.
That all religions claim to have symbolism, and all religions do. Am I correct?
Not
right?
Really.
Come on, woo, come on.
No, I'm saying
you're gonna make me get. You know what I gotta get for you? I gotta get like a shaman or like Hindu tradition to talk that talk like that, yo.
No, I'm saying
y'all have a good one. They're gonna say the same stuff.
No, you're
which
right.
one doesn't?
You're right. No, I'm saying.
Am I wrong, yo?
You're right, but there's a what do you call it? There's a percentage, comparison. So like, okay, the Bible. How many Christians do you know? How many Bible believers you know that what okay, let me ask you this question, and this I want you from your own experience, for real.
All right. Okay.
The Bible believers you talk to, whether they Hebrew Israelites or Christians, what percentage of the Bible do you feel they take literally versus what you feel they take as figurative?
I'm not quite sure what percentage, depending on who you're talking to, like Jabari. You know what I'm saying? They be really.
Wait, no, he's not a bot. I'm talking. Nah, see, now you switched it. I'm talking.
No, I'm saying, listen, I like to use Jabari because he do the Egyptian thing, and he ain't on none of this shit you on.
That's not my question, though, man.
I got you. The question is, I don't know. I wouldn't know that.
I'm saying, from your experience, I'm saying, just give me your opinion about the people.
Well, when you move up, when you get people to think they really can fight you, they the ones that come with the symbolism in the Bible of science. You know what I do.
I'm saying, from your experience, the Christians and Hebrews that you deal with, what percentage of the Bible do they take literally versus figuratively?
Depending, we had a lot. I can't say about what 30%.
All right, so I'll just throw a story out there. Jesus walking on water. What percentage of Christians that you run into take that literally?
Pastor Bennett. I don't have no percentage. 30%, 40%.
That's messed up. Why you mention Pastor Bennett?
Because he believed that, yo. He did. He said, but that's just my belief. He said,
believe that everything is possible with God, and if God can't do it, then why should I believe it? If the Bible says it, it must be true.
Yeah, they be on that shit. Woo.
Yeah, I'm just trying to ask what percentage though. I just did a rough.
So okay, so give me. So then, what's the percentage of people in the Nile Valley you think understood everything to be symbolism?
Nah, I don't think everybody understood everything.
All right. Well, see, that's why we always end it with, okay, I get it. That's why I say that shit can be spooky. And so the way, so can we say this then? The way people interpret it. So you saying the way they interpret it is spooky, not the actual doctrine itself. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, the intent is if it's figurative, that's what it is. But people could take it literally wrongly.
That sounds like a Christian apologist to me.
I don't see. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how that does because if I mean it happens in rap music all the time where they use figurative expressions all the time, and nobody has a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody has a problem with that. But when other people do it because of some other blockage,
I don't have a problem with it. Go ahead.
You're confusing metaphors that they use in hip hop with Jesus walking on water. What's that a metaphor for?
Facts.
No, I'm asking the question. How many?
No, you made a statement.
No, but I asked Uncle a question that I put it to you. No, you already answered it. I was asking what out of your experience, what percentage of the Bible do Christians take literally versus figuratively? And then I mentioned Jesus walking on water. What percentage of Christians take that literally versus which ones take it figuratively?
A lot of them do, man.
A lot of them take it literally.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah, okay.
Even Pastor Bennett take it literally.
Yeah, that's what Uncle was saying. Right, that's what I'm saying. So there you go. There are people who take things literally,
and you don't, right?
And you're assuming that the Bible writers didn't mean that literally. So now I'm asking, what is Jesus walking on water a metaphor for?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not in that.
He don't believe in that. Cedric.
No. I'm saying I don't know what the reality is behind that. I don't, and I don't pretend to know what that's a metaphor for.
But you right there where we
that
at.
Be a little bit unscientific to assume that it is that people believe it equal to the metaphors in hip hop? I mean, the metaphors in hip hop are related to things that we can actually quantify. There's independent verification of the things they say, so we know and understand the wordplay. But what would be the wordplay on Jesus walking on water?
Exactly. So
Jonah being 3 days in a fish.
Exactly. So the thing is that real scientists, when you admit that you don't know, that's where you leave it. You don't therefore say I don't know and then just start making up stuff. So I said I wouldn't assume I don't know
either.
Yeah, and that's understood.
No, but wait, the metaphor issue is coming from understanding the method of documentation for different groups of people at different periods in time in history. Like right now, figurative expression is used in a sport entertainment way predominantly, when in history and in ancient times it was done as a matter of survival.
Uja, end of the day, man, you right there with us where we believe when it comes to that, though. I mean, let's not even make it complicated. Yeah. No, I don't take that literally. Just like I don't think serpents talk. I don't think Adam and Eve. I don't think Adam and Eve are literal people. I don't think a woman came literally from a man's rib. Of course. So when we talking about those things, like, let's not play on words like we talking about something different. We talking about the same thing. You know what I mean? As far as we're concerned, we're the same type of atheists. Now, when y'all start talking about that African culture shit, then it's, you know what I'm saying, we talking about some whole other language that ain't nobody talking about right now. You know what I'm saying?
Kent is trying to recruit me hard, bro.
No, I ain't no recruit. I mean, we just being real. We just, you know what I'm saying, laying it down how it really is. That's all.
Okay, but here's the thing. So this is what I'm saying. A woman coming from a man's rib, there are people that may take that to be literal, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
People still do.
It's the bone marrow inside the rib. Anybody, you say anything. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Woo.
No,
It's
well,
not.
okay.
It's really symbolic of the bone marrow, the blood. The
Okay.
Muslims do a great job of faking you out with the shit. Oh, the clot is really the dirt, the land. Man, I ain't got time for all that. Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you, man.
Okay, so right. So
You
what
get
I'm
my
saying,
point. You was a Muslim before.
nah, I wasn't. But here's the thing.
Yes, you was.
Nah, I wasn't.
That's right.
Nah, I wasn't.
Who got to give the gab like a mother?
Speak Arabic, man. Tell me you ain't speak Arabic.
Speaking Arabic does not mean I was a Muslim.
So, okay, so why would you
You
speak
know all the
Arabic,
languages, Joe.
Come on, Kent. You can't. See, we
That's
got him, yo. Why would anybody in America learn Arabic, yo? Did you read the Quran?
Yeah. Yep.
And spoke Arabic.
Nah, I wasn't fluent in Arabic though.
But you could speak a little bit, right?
A little bit, yeah.
So we supposed to believe that if you did all that, you wasn't thinking you was a, come on, yo.
No, listen, man.
I can read the Bible in 5 different languages. No, I say the prayers, but I ain't really that.
Listen,
no,
I was never
y'all dangerous, yo.
I was never a Muslim, and by me learning Arabic does not make me a Muslim. But what it does make me is that if I'm going to study the Islamic culture, which permeates in the Arabic language, then I am a better researcher by learning the language, so I can become more intimate with the culture that I'm trying to learn, analyze, and learn.
Mm-hmm.
That's what anthropologists and people do for real. You got to do that. That's what like to study the Dogon people. You got people who spend years among them and learn their ways and language and this and that. So learning a foreign language doesn't make you want to subscribe to anything.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so yeah, man, y'all see that, man? Get them flops, man. Get all that, man. We about that 2-hour mark, man. Yeah, y'all know how we do around here, man. It's all good, man. Here's what it is. Get the intelligent conversation. Where can they find you at, Woo?
Well, they can find me over at Seshu Maani Metal Nature YouTube channel. I'll probably go live. I'll probably go live later on to talk some trash about the atheists.
It's all good shit.
Nah, I'm not gonna pull a Chief X. I'm not.
Nah, you ain't gonna never do that. Nah, you ain't gonna never do that. Nah, you ain't gonna never do that. That's nonsense. You ain't gonna never do that. I mean, every moment is a moment to learn something from everybody every time. And then let them know you be over here late night stealing the show, put everybody to sleep with the magic.
6 o'clock.
Then rock out for 5 more hours.
6 o'clock in the morning. That was awesome.
Hey, but hold on. Last night we were talking so long, it was like 6 in the morning, and I thought you came back home, but because it was somebody by the name of Black Real Atheist instead of Real Black Atheist, and I'm trying
I was in the chat.
I'm trying to get him to come on here so I could pass the host over. I'm like, man, we have to do a marathon, keep it going.
Right.
So, but we gotta do that for real one night. Just let it run, like just pass the baton, let it run.
Yeah, we're gonna do that because they get a lot of people in there too. I've seen people do that. We're gonna do that too. Yeah. Each segment of everybody take a segment and teach and do whatever they want. I think it's healthy for the community, yo. I have no problem. I have no problem with challenging against what I believe in, and my capabilities to learn, yo. It's not a problem, man. But look, man, appreciate everybody stepping in. Cedric, you got a closing word, man?
I'm always grateful to be a part of the PseudoKillas. It was an honor to have a dialogue with Wu Jiao, and we finally got it cleared up as it concerns spookism is spookism. Wu Jiao is a full-blown atheist.
We did get that conversation. He just don't call himself that. We ain't got nothing else out this conversation. We now know I see you. Full blown, he more than me. He started explaining the gods away. Yeah, hey. No, it ain't what they said. He explained that. He make
Hey, Listen, all right, so I'm gonna wait my turn.
Hey, wait your turn. Kid, where you at, kid?
Man, look, no matter the way you chop it and no matter the way you chop it and screw it, Joe, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been telling them the whole time, but they didn't believe me. But you just confirmed all my, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you for that. You know, you always was a good teacher, man. You know what I mean?
Crazy,
And hey, everybody in the chat, man, make sure y'all like and subscribe. We growing. PseudoKillas, man, taking over the world, baby. Let's get it.
But finish it all, Woo, man.
Yeah. So according to Unk's definition of atheism, which like I just had it on the screen. But anyway, according to Unk's definition of atheism, which is a disbelief in supernatural phenomenon, which is what I have on the screen. Oh, I thought I had on screen. But anyway, yeah, I don't subscribe to the supernatural at all. Me personally, I do not subscribe to the supernatural. I don't believe that anything is doesn't have an explanation, whether we know it or not. You know, so in that definition, like I said, I could be called an atheist. I don't consider myself the atheist. And where we depart is what everybody witnessed tonight about the figurative and things like that. That's where we depart because that's not, you know, you all don't go into that, whereas I do, and so that's just a difference.
Yeah, that's why I tunes in. We all tune in, man. Hey, make sure y'all support Abju, man. Get them flops, man. They going out of here, man. I'm appreciating everybody that's getting them flops, man. You know what I'm saying? For their loved ones, for their wife, for their daughters, man, their cousins, man. Females need to have them on their feet, man. The red, black, and the green, man. Hey, look, yo, with that, we out, man. Shout out to the Marcy Clan Warriors, man. All right. Shout out to Kofi Pasa Research Team. Man, shout out to